I'm the leader, the Iron Man. The knife's on, you know who I am. Blades find a mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age, never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to grow. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Valor is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Seeking shiny the cats out of the bed. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender. No scratches on this cat, built sleek and slender. No attitude like men. I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Tinker inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind of a slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air. I've got the skills, air genesi, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers. Got the moves like Jagger, I ain't no slacker. Objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong. I'm the party shield, they call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Valor is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
All right, hello stream. Thank you for that thank you for your sub, Ronan. We're gonna go ahead and jump over to the party here. These goofy assholes. Hold on one second here.
That's a really important thing because tablet without a stylus fucking sucks.
All right. Woohoo! D&D time. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over. I'm gonna unmute myself.
I actually had a tablet with a stylus or ever used one, and I agree.
It just makes it a lot easier.
Oh,
It doesn't get it all smudgy and shit with your fingerprints. You know, you eat something and touch it, and then you go, ah, damn it.
And see, that's the thing, because I'm really bad about going ahead and eating like chips or something while I'm on my phone.
I feel you there.
All right.
Cheetos in particular.
Ooh.
Oh, stop that. All right. Okay, so last session, you guys did a lot of really incredible role play. I know we kind of discussed it at the end, but you guys are going to be receiving 1,000 XP. Everybody gets 1,000 from last week. So I know we're about to go into a long rest. I want to.
Dun, 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 dun.
We leveled up. I think we have 2.
I was like 240 XP away, so yeah, I think it's me and Aegis.
Yeah, so congratulations to those who leveled up. Make sure that you level up. To those who didn't, you'll get there.
You said you do want us to level up, like, because we are officially
Once
going to the long rest then? Or...
is anybody doing anything wild that's going to stop a long rest? Kira.
Plants a bomb.
Oh, you got called the fuck out.
I do actually have something I want to do, but it won't stop the long rest.
Okay.
2 things technically. 1, I would like to read, please, so I can mark day 4 of 5 off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And 2, I want to check the tracking on my package.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
That's for the
Super
computer?
benign.
Computer.
Yes, for my super Oracle setup.
Because I'm not taking the fucking 3.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's way better, Marcus. That's right. You said you were saving it.
See,
for
I
that.
save
Yeah,
these
you did.
inspirations for a reason.
Yes,
Fuck,
you
I will
did.
fall flat on my face from 20 feet up instead of taking a fucking 9 versus a 3.
So Kira, I believe the initial that there were still a few days, but it's saying that it is 1 day out right now. So you should expect it to be delivered tomorrow.
Yep. My stuff was supposed to come in when Marcus's was, which made it really convenient. So.
Yeah, and tomorrow is when Marcus was told. Within the next 24 hours, I believe, is what he was told. Okay. So, really fast recap. I won't go through details on every single thing we did, but we did a lot last week, and that includes oh God, there was so much that went on last week, but that includes Gale kind of outing Tempest on their date. That includes Marcus offering Aegis some mental help with dealing with the death of Aegis's brother. He did not take it. That also includes Bonkin and Marcus going for a run. I believe that was last session as well.
And Marcus giving Bonkin all of his money.
Marcus gave Bonkin all of his money because he found out that Bonkin basically got foreclosed on back in their time. And Marcus may or may not have other things in the works as well. And Kira, right at the beginning, Min actually decided to stay with Marcus, and Kira went on a joyride, I guess is what you could call it, in a monster truck with Zachary for a little bit. So we are now at the point of January 30th at 10:30 p.m. You're back at quarters. You're about to long rest. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we kick off a long rest? No. All right.
I'm behaving for now.
You what?
I'm behaving for now.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we will say that you do get a long rest. Let me change it to the appropriate music. This is the Air Genasi music. So you guys do get your long rest. So go ahead and do your 1,000 XP. Get your long rest where appropriate. Level.
Can I actually get an XP confirmation, please?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
I would like one too if it's not too much.
No, it's not a problem. I have it on the sheet for a reason. Aegis, you should be at 85,577. Bonkin should be at 77227. Kira should be at 76270. Marcus should be at 86077. And Tempest should be at 79997. Hey, that's a cool number.
I just saw that. I was like, yeah, all right.
Sorry, what did you have me at? Because I have 85,777.
I have 86077.
Oh, did I not add my? Oh, that's why. I have to push the fucking. I have to finalize my level.
Yeah, once it's done.
Whoops.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
Nope, no worries. That's why, I mean, you know why we'd keep track of that stuff, so we can help. Okay.
It turns out I was 200 points, 200 XP off of what I was supposed to. But I was gonna be like, it's fine. And then I remembered Marcus and Aegis' situation. I was like, nope, 200.
Nope, it is not fine. It's not fine.
It is not fine.
All right. Okay. So does anybody need clarifications on anything at all from last week?
No, my level's done.
Perfect.
Just FYI. So.
Okay, so long rest completed. We are going to...
Same here.
Perfect. So we will start off at... did you roll your hit dice, Aegis? Don't forget to give yourself more hit points.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me go ahead and do that. Okay, no, it just auto did the average on it.
Oh, is that what you did before?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how it's been doing before, so
That's
I'm
totally
gonna
fine.
assume that's
Yep,
how
as long
it's
as we
been doing
don't...
it the entire time.
Yep, just don't move it in the middle and it's totally fine.
Yep.
Okay, so we are January 31st in the morning. Marcus wakes up and starts doing his push-ups at the butt crack of dawn. Aegis wakes up shortly thereafter to start making breakfast. Kira never went to sleep. And Bonkin...
Sleep for a few hours-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate.
And then Tempest obviously wakes up at Tempest o'clock. All right, I will
Finally
let...
rolls out of bed.
Yep, I will let you guys take it from here in case there's any roleplay that needs to be done, and so that we can figure out what the heck we're doing.
Sorry, I'm resetting my abacus. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what?
I'm slowly moving Wonkin over. It's difficult without a mouse.
Oh, we're using the track pad, like the... Oh. At least it's not the little thing in the middle of the keyboard. That little... You know what I'm talking about?
I don't talk about that.
Actually,
It's
could
okay.
I?
It is that.
Would it be possible to roll a Riz check to see if maybe I invited Gail to sleep over for the evening?
You're rolling a what check?
He said a Riz check.
A Riz check.
Fuck is
Charisma.
Riz?
Oh.
God, that is.
Oh, are your kids?
Makes
Your kids
sense.
aren't old enough for that
It
yet, are
makes
they?
sense.
No,
for
man, our
Tempest.
oldest is 7.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I know about
Neither
it.
do
I
I.
don't like it.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Pretty sure it should be a
Persuade.
disadvantage for that out of character line.
Absolutely.
Did you get rizzed into saying Riz? Is that what happened?
Oh my God, dirty 20.
Oh my gosh, a dirty
Well,
20.
no, it's one of those things where like it's just like his language just bleeds into my everyday life now. What
So
happened
much
to
for
you?
sleeping. So much for that long rest.
Yeah, yeah. Good thing it wasn't your level. Okay, hold on one second. I gotta grab her, her token. There she is.
As I'm suddenly remembering that it was explicitly mentioned that Tempest's area is soundproofed.
That's just the top area, not his room.
That was accidental. I just.
All right. So you do successfully convince her to stay over. It doesn't seem like it's terribly difficult to do, to be honest, because of the conversation that you two had. She even her demeanor even changed a little bit, where you felt a little bit closer to her through the rest of your date. So it's not difficult to try to convince her to stay over. What's your intent with my NPC, Tempest?
Get her pregnant.
Can make little windy babies,
Oh, that's weird.
little air babies.
Thank you.
Genasi colic has to be the absolute worst.
Okay, so, sorry, I was adjusting the stream. Yeah, so she spends the night, and, gentlemen don't tell. So, I did give you control of her as well. I don't know if you care to do that, or if you'd rather I do. Either way is fine with me. But she does come over, when you bring her back, do you walk her around and introduce her to everybody, or do you wait till the next morning? Or do you try to sneak her out, I guess?
I suppose I guess the evening before, probably I'll probably maybe maybe try to sneak her in, and then in the morning I'll introduce.
Okay.
I'll introduce her to everybody.
Okay, yeah, let's see, so... I'm trying to think if there's any... Because the only room that you'd go past would be Aegis's if you came in through the kitchen. And Zachary's, I guess. And Marcus, where's your door?
By the time he brought her back, because mine's out in the hallway, but by the time he brought her back, honestly, Marcus would have his dreams and nightmares of getting devoured. There's no way he'd be conscious.
Okay, I think that's fair too. So,
I was about to say Aegis would be the same way. He'd be lights out pretty early.
well, especially after drinking like that, yeah, for sure. You rolled high with your con, but it doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. All right.
He's still a little guy. He's still gonna be night-night.
Exactly. He had a good sleep. All right, so then I just have to roll for Zachary. Hold on one second.
I know Kira wouldn't notice at all. She'd be music and experimentation. But can I roll for Min at disadvantage just to see if Min knows? Not that she would tell or could tell.
Yeah. Just to see if she notices.
Where's
Okay.
Zupo during that?
You, that's
Oh, Zupal's been banished to his pocket plane for the night.
Banished. So you actually are able to hear Zachary snoring as you sneak past his room. Okay, Min. Okay, so then roll a stealth check for me, Tempest.
Hmm.
I rolled solo with Zachary. I knew it wasn't gonna matter. Oh yeah.
Stealth as fuck, boy.
Yeah, you're stealth
How-
as fuck, boy.
Have you made a habit of this? That was proficient.
All right, so you successfully sneak your girlfriend into the house and up the stairs without letting anybody else know. And we are at the next morning.
So before Marcus starts his push-ups, he'll kind of give Sundamar pats and kind of give him a little brain belly tickles, because I'm sure that he is fat on nightmares and the horrors from within the recesses of my mind. And then I'm going to immediately just grab the visor, put it on, and I'm going to check eBay and see if there were any bids overnight.
All right, hold on one second.
E-Day.
E-Day.
That's it, eDay.
Call high or... Well, do you want to roll or do you want me to roll?
I don't give a fuck. I don't remember what it... Did I roll last time?
I think you did, yeah.
Do you want me to just do it again?
Yeah.
All right,
And then
just
call high or
percentiles.
low, yeah.
Okay, we'll do... I don't know, I guess... High. 76.
Hey, all right, yeah, you did. You got another bid on there. Hold on one second.
Okay.
'Cause
I
got it
have
wrong.
currently the base bid was made initially before I went to bed, so
Right.
I can send you those details if you need them.
No, nope, I've got it. Thank
Alright.
you. Okay, so now it is at, there has been 5,300 added.
Understood.
Oops.
And then that would be up at like what, 3/4 of the way through today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it would be, I think it was like 839, somewhere in there when you put it up there, so.
Okay. Well then I will kind of just, hell yeah, give myself a little pat on the back for that one. I will change my sweatsuit and I will grab Professor Sundamar and we'll head downstairs for breakfast.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Anybody else doing anything first thing? I know it's like really first thing right now, but.
Kira's actually up early. Not quite Marcus levels of early, but she's up at a reasonable time and down in the kitchen, just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I didn't have nothing to do with that.
That
You didn't come through except that.
Because yesterday was, I think we did have that whole void thing yesterday. So I think Bonkin would just well, he'd sleep in longer than usual, but when he wakes up, he'll probably spend a couple messages with just a couple minutes with his daily messages is what I wanted to say.
Okay, perfect.
And then head down.
Okay, I
I'm
saw
not
your...
going to send you anything, Candace. It's just.
Oh, no, that's fine. I saw your messages as well, Aegis. Yeah, you can initiate that whenever you would like to. That second part.
Alrighty.
Um,
Yeah, as of right now, he would just be in the kitchen going ahead and making sure breakfast got finished up and everything.
okay.
I guess pulling up the rear, Tempest will eventually finally kind of come downstairs
Tuesday the 31st, right?
Yes.
with Gale. Not in Aegis' room. I just need this.
Why is there a body in here? Oh my god.
Yeah, by the way, he would have ended up at some point having to, like, prestidigitation that shit.
Okay.
At least let's go ahead and keep the smell down.
Okay.
Oh
my god.
my fucking.
You're Febrezing a rotting corpse. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
I
Basically?
am magic Febrezing him for now, because I do not have the actual ability to go ahead and take care of this, but I have another way around this. I just need a little bit of time.
Ah, Master Aegis. Oh my goodness, Master Bonkin, holy shit, are you all down here before me, for real?
No, I just pre-moved my model.
We're flash forwarding. Okay, Marcus,
For
well, I would
sake
just
of
assume we
brevity.
had small talk, and the only thing Marcus would have said to Aegis as he was cooking is, Master Aegis, while I'm aware of the saffron and daylily scent that's wafting from under your door, and I mean no disrespect, but eventually that corpse is going to become a problem. So I'm curious, what exactly are your intentions with it?
I plan to give him a proper burial, the way that he should, as a part of the flame's embrace.
Okay.
And yes, he definitely holds the accent the entire way through that.
I was on board until you said the flame's embrace. So, what exactly does that entail? Is this, should we be worried about this, or?
I just need to go and grab some things from the shop. After that,
Okay.
I'll be back.
Alright.
But for now, breakfast.
No, fuck. You don't have to convince me.
Okay, so yeah.
As soon as I hear the next set of steps coming down the stairs, I will really quickly say to Aegis, by the way, just so we're clear, I will respect whatever you want to do with your brother's corpse, but just so you are aware, and he'll pat Sundamar, the offer stands indefinitely.
Appreciate that, Marcus.
Well, you're welcome. Isn't that right, you fat-bellied little brain? Look at you, and I start tickling his tentacles.
It does like a weird. Oh god, I hate it so much. It does like a weird like little thing.
I imagined it being like
Ugh.
how a cat's
What the fuck?
hands and all of its paws are when you're giving it the belly scratches and everything. That's kind of how I was imagining it.
That's all I had to say. Sorry,
All
I'm
right.
so sorry to the people
So,
on stream.
sake of brevity, people start coming down to breakfast. Tempest is the very last one, and he has a guest with him.
Good morning, everyone. I think I think most of you have met Gale.
Holy
is-
shit!
These are the Oath Bearers. The rest of the Oath Bearers.
She
Let a stranger into our secret lair?
I was
And then I
gonna-
slowly I grab Sundamar off of the counter and slowly put him down onto my lap.
Let me
I'm a stranger. She's my girlfriend.
I know, Master Tempest, excuse me. I was just joking. That was a ploy to hide Professor Sundamar. I think I failed.
I've told her about Sundamar. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Why didn't you lead with that? Sorry about that, Professor Sundamar. Everybody loves you. Look, he's fat-bellied. He's very, very full on nightmares and secrets of the ancients.
As Min stretches up a paw to try and bat at a tentacle.
Nalia? No. Professor Sundamar. Professor Sundamar? Wait, another time. We have a guest. Sorry. Welcome. Shale? Was it?
Gale, it is.
Gale, excuse me. Sorry. Genasi.
Yes, the sort of opposite elements there.
I'm so nervous. It's not often we have girls in our house.
You're right, standing right there.
Gives you a look.
Well, no, she's different because she's a teammate. Well, you're still a girl, but you know what I'm saying. It's just
quit while you're ahead.
okay.
Oh,
Let me say it like
is
this: it's
the
not often we see.
aheadedness?
No, it's not often we see strange girls in our headquarters. Okay,
That's
you.
worse.
Fine, fuck it. You're strange too, then.
Bonkin is busy dying in the corner.
We're all a little
Wait.
strange here.
My apologies for him. It's a pleasure to meet you a little more formally now. We have breakfast quiches here, and he's holding the accent the entire time.
He makes very good food, and I apologize for my informalities. I'm in my nightgown, as you can see. I'm not in what you would normally see me in. Very inappropriate to see a ninth son not in his armor.
Sorry. I probably should have warned all you guys.
It was sort of a last minute decision, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you welcoming me into your home, everybody. And she just kind of looks around at the group and like the brain and the metal cat and looks over at Tempest and it was like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were embellishing a little bit, but you really told the entire truth.
Yeah. It's an interesting group, to say the least.
You don't have any infernal or abyssal blood in you, do you?
No, do you?
Yes, lots of infernal blood, but my suggestion would be that if you did, definitely don't wander. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, yeah. No, we did not. She did not get to tour. I'm sorry, Gale. There's things in this house that are dangerous.
It's okay. Not my house, and there are only certain rooms I need to see.
The kitchen is the best. We have all of our best conversations here, and our best meals. Except for Professor Sundamar. You get your best meals in my brain.
Aegis is a fantastic cook.
I
By the
will
way.
also give you a warning, just in case. There is a hollow on the entire front of the property.
That is good to know. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about that too much, but I appreciate that. And she's gonna like eyeball the food and sort of she'll grab a chair as long as it looks like there's room. So she'll grab a chair and sit at the table with everybody, but she sort of quiets down a little bit, not like awkwardly. It seems like she's mostly just listening, and every so often she gets that look of, wow, he really was not embellishing his stories.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think that Bonk is going to give her the chance to quiet down, because Bonkin being who he is, and he also knows Tempest is quite young. He doesn't know what they did. But I think in Bonkin's mind, especially with the things Tempest sends him, he's going to have an idea, just because it's Tempest.
Probably.
So he'll just kind of, I think, sit in front of her, like very friendly, and just that dad talk of like, what do you do? How long have you been here? What are your how many dates have you gone on with Tempest? What do you study? Like the whole spiel.
Yeah, so she'll say, she'll answer all of your questions. I don't know if you're going to insight or anything, but she'll say, I'm a student. We've been on
We knew that.
4 dates, I think.
We also knew that.
That sounds about right. You know.
Kira's gonna give Min a look, and Min's gonna step on Marcus's foot.
Fuck! Sorry about that. Still, kind of like whispers in Elvin. What the fuck was that all about?
He still doesn't.
Min will look at Marcus. She cannot speak at the moment.
All right,
that's funny.
touche. And he just puts a hand down and pets her quietly.
And to answer your question, I'm kind of doing general studies right now, I guess, but my primary focus has been demonology, so.
Ooh. And he gets quiet and he just keeps petting Min.
I think Mr. Marcus would love to hear more about that. That's great. I hope you and Tempest are very happy. And he's gonna give I guess a kind of knowing glance over to Tempest and then back to her. Hope you guys stay protected and safe. Just uncool.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm in the Oathbearers headquarters, so it doesn't get any safer than that, right?
It literally doesn't get any safer than this.
Especially in one perspective, I can't say the word.
Specific.
Specific, it's the ocean. Oh, specific, sorry.
Oh, I thought you got it right there for a second. Thank you, Mr. Tempest. Yeah, one specific room. That's not Miss Kira's. I think that's probably the most dangerous in the house.
I've heard
It's good
that
thing
as well.
Mr. Tempest is pretty far away. But anyway, please trust him on the stage. His food is great.
Yeah, so she definitely would, dig in and start eating. But she answers all of your questions warmly, and she doesn't seem annoyed or anything like that. Which is different from her demeanor the first time you guys met her, if you recall.
Kira, if she got looked at all during that, she's just got her coffee and is just sipping and just watching and staying quiet at the moment. Standing behind Tempest and Gale a little bit. Just leaning against the counter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying as in looming behind us, uncomfortable. What is happening here, Kira?
No, not this character. No, she's leaning against the counter just with her
Yeah, that was Aurora.
familiar Yeti.
Not Aurora. Okay. So, oh, go ahead.
Oh, just during the bullshit of the conversation, Marcus is going to look over at Bonkin and go, Master Bonkin, on our run last night, you told me that you were going to figure out how much more money you needed. Did you manage that?
Candace.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that you needed me to do that. Okay, hold on a second.
To be honest, I don't know if it carried over. I'm kind of 900 years late. Over 900.
I hope they don't charge interest, because if that's the case, I've got a lot more fucking work to do.
I'm sending you a message, Bonkin. That way people can keep chatting if they want. Bonkin needs 10 million gold. $10 million hairs.
Well, Kira, I know.
Just looks over.
I don't know how you're looking on components for your spells and everything. I'm needing to make a trip on over there anyways. If you'd like to come along, you can.
Yeah. I'm in. In fact, if we could find potentially... We might need to make another stop. I'll let you know. Mostly as I have to check my notes.
Sorry, I was discussing with my encyclopedia.
I know things.
Feel free to share if you want, but
I think shortly after breakfast is done, yeah, Tempest would take Gale home and then shortly return back to headquarters for
yeah,
for the next adventure.
she'd say, "Okay, bye. Thank you again for breakfast." Specifically to you, Aegis. That was absolutely delicious, and I appreciate everybody letting me into your home, and I hope I see everyone again soon.
You're welcome. Hey, do you know magic?
Sure, that's a good question. I never really asked if you knew magic.
I do actually know some magic.
Excellent. Wizardry, sorcery, warlockery, cleric. I'm
Cleckery?
lost. Cleckery?
Clackery?
What's your flavor?
So
No. No. What kind of magic do you do? I don't want to know how you taste. He glances at Tempest and then back at her.
Probably airy.
So for the first time, she does look a little uncomfortable for a second, and then
Marcus.
I'm sorry. I'm not bargaining. I just got nervous.
You're not supposed to do the talking.
I know, but I wanted to know about the magic thing. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Was that Gale who actually said that?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was Gail who said it. You're not supposed to do the talking.
I'm assuming at some point Tempest told her, like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we don't let this we try to not let this guy talk.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess sorcery would be the type.
Oh,
No
so you
shit.
like me then?
Yes.
That's awesome. I've now met 2 sorcerers. Do your types of sorcerers do wall magic as well? And he points at the light switch.
Yeah, like the Illuminists.
That's not sorcery.
It's
What?
wizardry.
Wizardry.
Oh, the Arcanauts. I'm so sorry.
I'd like to think that Tempest and Gale said it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It's wizardry, since we almost did.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Sorry, I got the sticky keys thing. I'd like to think at the same time Bonkin, after he agrees with Marcus, would be like, oh yeah, right, it's the wall wizard. After, like, Tempest and Gale say it.
We call them wall wizards, yeah.
My apologies. I didn't mean any offense. If you don't mind me asking, as you're the only other sorcerer I've ever met, except for Master Aegis, where do your powers originate from? What happened along the lines?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. Part of my schooling is figuring out how to control it.
Interesting. Do you hear whispers of incantations on the wind that is constantly about you?
No.
Marcus's eyes will flash pink for a moment, and I'm going to press into her mind.
Okay.
I'm going to try to read that surface level thought.
Man, it is so good that Tempest told her literally everything. She doesn't fight you on it.
Oh, he's not aggressive.
Yeah.
He's not punching his way in.
Right, but she's also not like, get the fuck out of here. She maybe startled a little bit, but so the surface thought that you would get from that is,
Or the emotion, the feeling, whatever
yeah,
it is.
so it's actually more like you can see the words of the incantation as she would see them. They sort of show up with it's almost like an airy blue font, like right across her vision as you're seeing through her eyes.
Okay.
Papyrus, isn't it?
It is, of course, it's papyrus. Come on.
Hate it.
Yeah, so I'll as soon as I see it, I'll leave her mind, and I'll just kind of nod and it's blood magic. Not, actual blood magic. It's magic that runs within the blood of your species.
Like ancestry.
Sure. Yes. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I have I think all air genasi, probably all genasi in general, have the ability to do certain elemental things. So
Yes. Hers, though, Master Aegis, runs a little bit deeper.
It's true. And she kind of looks at Tempest, and nobody else had that at home, and so there was nobody to train me early on.
So it's wild, like a gale.
It's been called that, and you.
Ah,
Yep, you. I've heard that one. Yeah.
wonderful. Well, now
Wait,
that we're all very
wild as in
uncomfortable-
wild magic? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
You were
Oh yeah,
supposed to
I'm
answer
sorry.
at the same
I'm sorry
time.
too. Was I? Sorry, this might be uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
It's not uncomfortable. It just tends to push people away.
Well, might I say you seem to be holding your magic very well under control.
Thank you. That's step one of learning how to use it.
Well, thank goodness she didn't try to cast a spell, because if she is a wild mage, she could have blown this whole place to Kingdom Come.
He's not wrong. She's
On
looking
that
at Tempest very nervously.
On that very note, though, and I asked for a very specific reason, and it was just in case we went down this road. Could we potentially... You are welcome here. However, could you just ensure that you refrain from any spellcasting that requires you to expend energy from the weave through a circle while here, just in case you do lose control?
That will not be a problem at all, and it's a very fair request, so I'm not offended or anything. It's not a problem. And anybody who's interested can do an insight check.
I will try.
Yeah.
Because he is serious about this now. You bonk. Bonkin's immediately like, I'm on board. Done.
She said so. Why would she lie?
Aegis, you're good too.
Yeah,
Damn,
he's
Tempest,
good.
that is a big bonus.
That is a big bonus.
It's the other expertise.
And Tempest, I mean, you know her very well. You can tell, you almost see like a sadness cross her eyes as she agrees to it. Marcus, you can tell something happened at some point. You're not entirely sure. She's holding something back, because she agrees to not use her magic way too easily. It's just like an instant, not a problem. So you can tell there's something there. You're not entirely sure what. And yeah.
Okay.
Guessing this leads more into why she left her home, probably.
You can make that assumption. Yeah.
Kind of. I won't say, hey, that's probably why you're fucking kicked out of your place, haha. Like I'll store that away and then talk to her about it later.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't roll a 22.
No shit.
Right.
I would have been looking at that charisma score one more time before I made my
Is
choice.
it really just an 8? Really?
Yeah, so Marcus will just kind of nod and, okay, well, thank you for that. And I mean no offense, honestly. We just need to make sure that what we have going on here is protected at all costs.
I actually completely understand. Not a problem.
Which is why we have the fuck around and find out fridge.
She'll like she won't turn and look at Kira, but her eyes will go toward Kira.
I think one can also go, and that's why Miss Kira's room is the most dangerous in the house.
That's
That
true.
fridge alone.
Right now, it's probably the second most dangerous. Let's be genuine about that.
True. Imagine if somebody tried to rob us right now in this kitchen. They'd be we would repaint this fucking kitchen.
Okay, and I think we're going to. I think we're gonna get going.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that we were going to execute anybody, but...
And another paw comes down on your foot.
Fuck.
Claws are a little bit more out that time.
Master Aegis, do we have any more quiche?
Aye, and he'll go ahead and slide over the quiche to him so that way he can grab another slice.
He takes it, and he just shuts himself up.
Yeah, she'll like nod her way out. She doesn't do a Midwestern goodbye. She like kind of nods her way out. She's like, thank you again for everything.
Once she leaves, Bonk can kind of turn to Marcus and be like, "You okay, Mr. Marcus? You jumped like twice this time."
Yeah, I think Min's fucking malfunctioning or something. She keeps clawing my foot.
Min, are you alright? And he's gonna like hold out a piece of bacon for her.
At the malfunctioning comment, there's a very clear Elven. You think Min is what?
Oh god.
Marcus looks across the table at Kira and in Elven says, I know she's not malfunctioning. She's fucking flawless, but I'm not going to tell him the real truth.
One truth is better than the other statement.
Touche.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Marcus, but I think the amount of meows that you asked for was something like, I'm really bad at math. I think it was like 80,000.
80,000? He'll say in common. 80,000? You owe 80,000? Are you fucking serious?
I think so, but I'm not that great at math. Also, Candace, I know it's not what you typed.
No, I know. Yeah.
Can I make an insight check on this fucking guy? 80,000, you say? Fuck me. All right, well, I don't have much more that I can sell, but I'm gonna fucking try. How much do you have now?
80,000. What are you guys talking about?
Marcus, for the first time, doesn't say anything stupid and just looks at Bonkin. And he'll say to Bonkin in, you know what? Fuck it. Eyes will flash pink for a moment. I'm gonna enter Bonkus's mind, and Bonkin, you'll hear in telepathy, you'll hear, this is your story to tell if you want to, not mine.
And real quick, Bonkin, give me an intelligence check as well, and then you can do your open. Oh, yeah, you said bonkus.
You said what?
Bonkus.
Did I say bonkus?
You know, the one time I want to roll bad on intelligence, and I roll a 15.
Okay, so you think maybe you're wrong about how much it cost. You used to pay rent in silver, so maybe you're getting some wires crossed there, and I'll leave you at that.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Marcus, I think I said a bit too much. I think I accidentally added the 900 or something years we were here. If that doesn't apply, I think it's only 8,000? Maybe 9. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, Marcus says out loud, that's a big fucking difference.
A big difference for what?
I'm still also kind of curious.
Marcus recedes. Before Marcus leaves his mind, he'll say, again, your story to tell, not mine. And you guys will see his eyes flash pink, and Marcus just looks at the other two and smiles. Eats another piece of quiche. No, he'll take a bite of quiche. That's 3 pieces. I'm gonna be shitting all day.
Oh, right. I probably should tell you. The reason I came on this whole thing is because I'm severely in debt with my house that I was staying in. Kind of why I really needed the money.
80,000 gold in debt.
No, I think he's more along the lines of 8,000 gold in debt. However, I have already given him everything that I own, so we should be coming much closer to making sure that you are good, so that when we go back into the past, you can pay your debt and live happily ever after. Is that correct, Master Bonkin?
Yeah, I think I have enough. Thank you so much again, Mr. Marcus.
Oh, you have enough right now?
I think so.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, well, fair enough.
I have a DM question.
Okay.
I have some guild experience due to backstory things, etc., etc. Does that 8,000 seem to make sense? Or
That's a great question. Give me a. Sorry, I'm thinking about what I guess history check. Hey, that's a good history check. Yeah, it actually. You don't know what the house looks like, and I don't think that he specifically explained it. But between 5,000 and 10,000 is reasonable for the smaller homes. Of your time? That's what you're asking about, right? If the price seemed reasonable.
Yep. And knowing that he was he was a fisherman that can draw some conclusions there about the type of home and the
Right.
fact that I had never seen him wear shoes, things like that.
Yeah. So typically, you know that like a standard fisherman's hut would go for around 5, but if he had any amount of property, if he had a pond or a lake or anything like that, it goes up. It goes up depending on what's there. So 8 could be reasonable.
The 8 makes considerably more sense. Are you sure you've got enough now?
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gold in the safe in my room.
So we're going to take that to a bank soon so that you can earn interest on that. Have the rest of you been stashing coins and everything?
Coin purse of the pocket plane exist?
They do.
No, I deposit all of mine. Well, actually, I take that back. All of mine, I have 0 gold, silver, and copper now because I give everything to Master Bonker. But, we should maybe get him a coin purse of the pocket plane to put what he owes into, so that when we go back, he has a goodie bag that he can just use to pay off.
If we take some downtime, we can always see if Umi has one for sale, but if we have some downtime, I might be able to put something together. I would just need more spider silk, but beyond that, I should be all right. I've got plenty of slime left.
Yeah, I believe those are relatively easy to procure compared to a bag of holding. Is that right?
The extra dimensional space that's needed for them is much smaller. So, yes.
Understood. Yeah. Fuck, if we don't have to buy it, then that's fine by me. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but we can
Oh.
yeah, we can at least see we're going to be swinging by at some point anyway, so
Yes, and Master Aegis also has a few things that he needs to procure today for his, and then he'll say the only word he says in Elven is brother.
kind of side glances towards the room, nods.
Master Aegis, once you've procured what you need for your brother, would you like us to assist you in any way, shape, or form with your burial rites?
Well, to be fair, it does help if somebody else could be doing the digging. I'm not the strongest of individuals.
Marcus smiles and looks at Bonkin.
You just needed to ask, Mr. Aegis. I would have done it happily.
Do we have somewhere that we can do it? Is there a certain landscape he must be placed in according to your religious rites? We have desert, mountains, ocean, beachfront, forest.
Let me
What-
worry about that.
Oh, well, I just meant, yes, well, of course. Of course. You show us where we need to dig, and we will dig. So long as it's legal. I really don't want to get in trouble with the law.
Give us a few hours and we can see if we can get permits for it. Or at least get something filed so they don't excavate afterwards.
Yeah, actually, Marcus is going to pull out the map, and I'm going to lay the map of New Haven down and just kind of point out all of the different, I guess, God, very 7 Days to Die of me, but the biomes. Could you potentially take a little while, Master Aegis, and maybe find a spot that would be suitable for your religious practices, and we can do the legwork in getting permits and okays to make it happen, and you just worry about the preparation of the body?
If it's okay with you. And he'll kind of stop and look off towards the wall where the door is leading out and everything. I'm trying to remember, is there a window there?
Where at? I missed the pings if you. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, he's up north. Yeah, I
Along
think
this wall up
Yeah,
here.
over the sink.
there's one over the sink.
Okay. Aegis would just turn and look right out that window.
You want to bury him in the backyard?
I'm all he's got.
Or you want to keep him close?
Understood. Master Aegis, may I propose one more alternative to this potential? I don't know how your people do it in the past, or how your clan does it, or how your sect does it. But what if we were able to procure a resurrection scroll powerful enough to bring him back? Do you think he could stay here with us and attend you to the past when we make the jump?
At this point, I don't even know if a wish could bring him back.
I assume you fear that his soul's been corrupted by the void?
Simply gone too long.
Understood. Marcus now kind of thinks on it. Candace, do I know about how resurrection timelines work? Because I just realized what he's getting at with the jump from 900 years ago to now, and that it's a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm. You can give me one of 3 checks: history, religion, or medicine. He hates him. He hates them all. He hates them, Precious.
Listen, I'm a smart dude, but I'm not very wise. Okay, so history.
One of those was intelligence.
History was intelligence, and I will take that roll. Oh, that's not too bad. That's a 16.
+4.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
dirty 20, baby. I'll take it.
All right, that
Flash
dirty
of
20
genius.
actually.
Oh shit, yeah. Did I just smell? Was that smelling salts? Min, was that you?
So you're so you're trying to figure out if you would know if there's
If I would because I think what Torn's getting at with his reference is that this is the body of his brother from 900 years ago, i.e., there's something fucked up with the timeline, meaning that it's not just a revivify, resurrection, raise dead that can bring him back. It's gonna have to be something that can bring a very, very, long dead soul back. I.e.,
Yeah.
wish.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say with the dirty 20, you'd be able to come to that conclusion. Yeah.
Okay. So Marcus will stop and think about that for a moment and kind of look somber. But then he kind of like looks up at Aegis again and says, so, say we were able to find the capability to perform a wish. Would you humor it, or should I leave this thread alone?
You see him sit there and just really start zoning into himself for a bit there. I'll at least humor it. I don't know if I'll go through with it, but I will at least.
Understood. Until then, we prepare the garden next to who do we have out there? Dwayne the Boulder Johansson. I think that he would fit lovely near him to watch over him for as long as we stay here. And I will keep my thoughts nothing more than wishful thinking for the time being.
I think.
Well,
Yeah, I started typing a lot.
Sorry, you can continue. I just.
yeah, After Marcus says that, Aegis would just kind of look up. Well, one, there's timeline, but two, after the ceremony, it'll need to be a wish, if anything.
I don't exactly know what that means. Is it the burial rites? Prevent. Ah, understood. Bless you. Sorry, my better half sneezed. Understood.
It's weird that a brain can sneeze.
If it, I don't know if this helps or not, Mr. Aegis, but I did overhear your brother, before he, passed on. He did say that you could shave me in the past.
That's what I intend to do.
So I think if this wish thing doesn't work out, I think you can still, get him back. On a side note, if this isn't him from back 900 years ago, or maybe it is, I'm not sure how this works, but wouldn't then there be two of him if we go back with him?
Aegis starts thinking about really long and hard, kind of like how, like he starts getting the look like how Kira does when she starts thinking about artificey things, and then instantly, like 3 seconds in, his brain just breaks and it's like, nope, yeah, okay, that doesn't, I can't figure that out.
A potentially disrespectful but well-intentioned question. May I see?
Sorry, you had, on my end, you had cut out a little bit and I didn't really
No.
hear you.
Okay. Kira had said, Aegis, I have a potentially disrespectful but well-intentioned question. Pause. May I pause see him?
Alan?
She nods. I picked up a thing, and I might be able to figure out how the timelines flow around him, through him.
I have to admit, I didn't know entirely what to expect. That was definitely not what I was expecting, though.
Well, okay,
You
so
have my blessing, too.
What was that? Sorry.
You have my blessing.
And that was not what I expected. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I could do that now if we wanted before we went to Umi's.
Hell yeah, corpse trip, let's go. Marcus gets off the chair.
Okay. And Kira's going to go up to her room briefly. And then
Sundamar, you stay here.
She's going to come back down a minute later holding the very advanced temporal distance chronometer resonance janky measurement tool. That one, yep, that you had very much ready.
I don't like how ready she fucking had that.
That was amazing.
I know. That was like every time Percival got his full name out.
I do want to... Says Kira does not run up the stairs. She is incapable of that at the moment with all the bags and things strapped to her at every given moment. But she definitely double moves anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Candace.
So this will be a bit of
a message real quick.
This might be a bit of an experimentation, but it'll also be a good example.
Marcus will whisper to her and Alvin as we're going in the room, do not destroy this corpse.
Fur. She kind of gives the machine a look like, help.
No, I know. You don't know what the fuck that thing does. Do
It's,
you know what the fuck that thing does?
yeah, it measures chronometric resonance and temporal dissonance.
What the actual fuck does that even mean?
It should be able to help identify when the thing we're actually looking for is nearby, based on increased or decreased levels of temporal stability.
Okay.
I don't know what it's gonna do near his brother, though.
Yeah, neither do I. If it starts to get weird, I'm gonna throw it out the fucking window, though, okay?
I can't afford to buy this thing.
How much is it?
Probably more than this and Bonkin's old pricing for his house.
Oh, that's easy. I'm selling a few things, so I should have some money. Do you want me to buy you one?
Yes. No.
Okay. Done. You already said yes. Switches to common. All right, Master Aegis, we're going in. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. He was completely zoned out the entire time. He did not hear a word you said.
Oh,
Okay,
I should
Marcus will open the
probably
door.
turn it on out here first, make sure it doesn't...
Oh, yeah, probably. Do the knob. The green one, I think, is what turns it on.
I'm gonna see if I can figure out how the fuck this machine works
Oh, fuck.
before we go in there.
What are we doing? You are gonna bring this man back as a fucking lich.
Oh man. I
For
need to make a
science.
table real quick. Alright, so give
Before
me...
I turn it on, I am going to do a soft little whistle for Min.
Okay.
Because I'm not sciencing without Min.
Yeah, no sciencing without Min.
Well, what the fuck then? Okay, I'm gonna open the network and say, well, Professor, jump on the back of that fucking cat.
Okay, so...
Oh, that could go so bad, Candace.
Alright, hold on. Where were they both in the kitchen?
Yeah,
Alright,
Sunamar
so-
was right on the table just above him because Min was pawing at his ass.
That's right. So
Yep, and Min was standing right next to Marcus so that she could claw his foot.
So Min would okay, so Bonkin and Aegis and Tempest, I imagine you'd be back by now. I'm sending you a message as well in response.
Yep.
So you would see Min start to walk away from the table, and then Sundamar would like do a little like wiggle and then jump off the table onto Min's back. And Min literally stops with one paw in the air, like mid-step, and slowly turns and looks on her back, and then
Oh, tell me Sunamar like sitting her in her hole.
and then there's just a second. She puts her paw
Anyway.
down. She puts her paw down, and she chills out for visibly. Yes, Bonkin.
I'd like to think because he saw Min batting at Sunamar earlier because he heard Marcus say stop that.
Mhm.
So I think he's gonna see that, get like a cold sweat, and be like, Miss Min, I don't think you should Mr. Sunamar.
Okay, all right. So it seems like she heeds your words. However, she walks with this thing on her back, but her tail is constantly smacking it as she walks. So she's purposely smacking Sundamar with her tail as she leaves the room.
I think that's gonna be the best I get out of that. Sorry, Mr. Sunamar.
It's about this time that Tempest comes into the house. What's going on? What's everybody doing?
Mr. Aegis, I think you should go. Make sure they don't do something strange.
Oh God, who's doing what now? What a fucking miss!
Oh god, the only two people got our age.
Miss Kira and Mr. Marcus are doing something with Mr. Aegis' brother.
What?
Context!
He doesn't do that.
No,
Tempest
Marcus
runs out of the
yeah.
room. What the fuck is going on in here?
Oh, hey, Master Tempest, you're just in time. We are, oops, sorry, I moved you, I meant to grab the brain. We're doing science. Professor?
still seeing if I can turn it on before I go in the room.
Okay.
To make that very clear, because I don't want to actually explode his brother.
All right, so you're out in the hallway trying to turn it on? She moves to the hallway. Okay. Okay.
I got distracted by the Sundamar and Min thing. Forgot that I was still trying to turn it on.
No, that's fine. So, give me a, actually, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Let me pull up this table. Ooh, we get to use something we haven't used yet.
Oh no!
Okay.
Can I assist her?
Yes.
Via raw intellect.
Yes, via raw intellect with your powers combined. Okay, so what is your...
Is his assistance me batting his hand away? No, don't touch that.
Look, it's the red button right here. This one. Red means good, just like negative results mean bad.
And you're a 19, right?
We both are.
Both of
Yeah.
you. Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll an intelligence check with advantage.
She's gonna roll 2 3s. Wait for it. Damn, that's not bad.
Okay. All right. So, you feel like when you start looking at this thing, you know, this is there's a reason that it's able to measure things to do with time, because there are things from like decades ago that were used to create this. There's brand new technology. There's all sorts of stuff mixed in. It's definitely not the technology you've gotten used to since you got here. And when you first start to like turn the dials and stuff, it sparks. It kicks off a little spark, but she did tell you it was janky. So you're like, you know what, it's fine. She wouldn't give it to me if it didn't work. And so you continue to mess with dials and adjust things, and you do actually just barely, you feel, manage to be able to turn it on. And when it starts up, it's like something straight out of like the 1950s, like something right out of BioShock, where it's like, and the screen lights up, and you feel content that you have turned it on, and it's probably not going to explode.
Bioshock was the perfect description. That cleared everything for me.
Yeah.
Just moving across the room just almost killed me, by the way. That was amazing.
Yeah. Nope. Don't want to be right next to that thing.
So Kira just exhales a little bit. Yeah, see, it's fine.
Wow, no, you were definitely right. We shouldn't have pushed the other button first because, fuck. Sorry about that. Bad suggestion.
No,
Are we fucking with things we don't understand? Is this what's happening right now?
Well, we had to do this anyways later today when we go down to deal with, you know, the other temporal shifting.
to find the temporal anchor. So this was just
temporal
pre-science.
Master Tempest, come on, fuck.
Okay, sure.
Ready? Let's go science.
All right. Tempest won't open the door. Yeah, I open the door with Tempest. Boom! No. I
Here's
will
a bitch, open
gingerly...
the motherfucking door.
Louise.
We go inside to inspect the corpse.
Sure, it probably doesn't smell super great, though.
Well, no, so it got prestidigitated first thing this morning, so...
See? Daylilies and saffron. This is crazy.
And it does,
Ooh.
you know...
He's
Decay.
not looking good, though. He's starting to turn colors.
Yeah, he's starting to turn a very sickish looking color, one that no normal humanoid should have. And it doesn't stink in here, but you suspect it probably would if it wasn't Aegis that was handling this. He does have like some flowers and those kinds of things laid around on the bed around Alan's body, but you're not sure if that's doing anything for the smell or if it's really just out of respect. One thing I will say, though, is that Alan is laying there and he does look peaceful. Despite the hole in his chest, he does look peaceful laying there on the bed, as best as Aegis could get him.
Are those just his regular bed sheets?
I'm gonna look. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we're not letting Bunkin do the laundry on this one.
Okay, settle
just-
down. What does your spookometer say?
Yep. Yep. And I'll hold up the machine and I'll peer at the various dials.
Okay, so what it's telling you. So are you? I guess where do you have it placed right now?
Well, at the moment, I'm going to kind of keep an eye on it, like as I will to see the first thing is see the difference is I've gone closer to him between being out in the hallway, and then I'll move it closer to him. I'm not going to set this heavy ass machine on him though. I'm just kind of holding it near.
Okay.
How big is this thing, by the way? Is it like bread box size?
Yeah, ish.
And it's so I have a single digit strength, and so Kira's definitely struggling with it a little bit from a physical perspective, but the look in her eyes says that as gross as the scene is, she's like, science.
I feel like
What
there's
is
no
this?
way.
I get to figure it out.
Marcus is right there, so there's no way he'd let you struggle. I can hear Xavier saying things, but I'm not exactly sure what he's saying, but I'm assuming that I'm understanding.
Yeah, but also would Kira let someone else touch the machine? That's just it. So yeah, but the machine gets closer.
Okay.
With Marcus sciencing, he has the brains. We share equal brains. It's super weird. Yeah.
I'm the strong one. Let me fucking hoist the machine. I'll just hold it by its giant leather Bioshock strap on the top
Right.
and let you do the dials.
There you go.
Or at least I'll try. And if you don't let me, I'll just use my side points. Do you really want me to burn my side points this early in the day?
I've already burned one of my Flash of Geniuses on you.
All right, fuck it. I'll burn a side point.
No, don't you dare!
I could probably levitate.
So help me.
Called your
I could
bluff.
probably levitate that thing if you guys don't want to touch it.
Do you really want to start adding extra magics to the mix?
Kind?
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
Kind no.
Good point. Nope, I do not.
All right, so
I'm not even sure why I'm standing in this room right now. There's morbid curiosity at this point. Literally, morbid.
so you're looking over this. Actually, Tempest, as you're standing in the room, the machine that this weird ass machine that Marcus and Kira are using and pointing at a dead body. It does actually start to make a noise that has a beat to it. So I can't think of what those things are called, where it's like
Metronome.
Metronome.
Thank you. So it's very similar to that, just from one portion of it. Kira, that is the temporal dissonance meter. It actually seems pretty steady. So
I'm just kind of like bobs his head to the beat. Oh.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
it feels right, Tempest. Like it feels like this is what you would expect. You have no idea what to expect from this thing, but it is on beat each and every time. It's not skipping. It's not messing up at all. Kira, roll with advantage because Marcus is helping you. Roll an intelligence check. Okay, very good.
We got this.
So, what this tells you as you're reading this, you didn't get any real great explanation from Wilkini on
Didn't ask.
how to
It's
read
like,
it,
let
'cause
me
you didn't-
science later.
You didn't ask, and she told you she'd been up for over 24 hours at that point. So, but just based on your knowledge of technology and the way that things work, this tells you that since it's a beat that's not skipping and it doesn't sound wrong, even to your untrained musical ear, it actually seems like his presence being here does not disrupt the timeline. So as of right now, there's no real risk when it comes to him as far as temporal dissonance goes. So the other meter...
Chronometric resonance.
So the other meter... Roll an intelligence check with advantage.
Really pushing how many of these you're making me do.
That's still damn good, though. Okay. So,
Fuck it, we'll take it up to a 23.
okay. Perfect. So, the face on this one it looks like what a normal watch would look like, but it's digital. So it's got the hands on it, but it has four. It has 4 hands on it. So right now, as you're measuring, I guess, Alan's body, there is a red hand that is pointing at 2. There's a blue hand that is pointing at 6. There's a purple hand that is pointing at 9. And then there's a gold hand that's moving like the second hand, so it keeps going.
Marcus, can you hold this for a second?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take a picture of that. Or actually, I'm gonna take a brief recording of it.
Okay. And what this tells you, you're not familiar with exactly what each hand means. Like we said, you didn't ask whatever, but what this is telling you is just even from a very basic point of technology understanding, even back in your time with gears and that kind of thing, if that second hand, or what you assume is the second hand, wasn't moving, there would be a problem. But because it is moving and it appears to be moving steadily and it's going all the way around, you sit and you watch it and it does make a full round. It doesn't stop anywhere. That tells you once again there's no risk right now with him. However, you've made it a 23. With a 23, you know that if it stopped at any point, especially if it stopped with one of the other hands, you would, depending on which hand it was, you would need to take action of some kind.
Okay. So the temporal dissonance is holding steady at the moment. The chronometric resonance seems all right at the moment. I think everything's fine. Would you concur?
I would concur. I think that everything is as it should be in this very moment in our current timeline. Master Tempest?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, we're all in agreement then.
What? Oh, was that a question?
Yeah.
Yep, you did perfect.
Great.
That's all I needed to hear, baby. Okay, good. Well, that answers that. And shit, we now apparently know much more about this machine than we did about 40 seconds ago, because I thought this was going to go horrific.
Have some faith as I pull out my phone and quickly text our favorite little scientist. Do you know what the hands mean? With the video attached, and send it.
I had faith until I got shot down by a god.
That's kind of God's do.
It's true.
Figured out.
You cut
cutting
out.
out.
It's kind of what gods do,
real
and then
bad.
no idea what you said.
Okay.
Ooh, no. It sounds like you're talking behind a wet
I'm
couch.
losing you.
Somebody asked me a question, but I don't remember what it was now.
Did somebody ask Candace a question? No? Okay, I didn't either, so. Sorry, she was asking.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
was
making
like,
sure.
I
Oh,
feel
I
like
didn't.
some-
I thought you were mute. I thought you had something going on vocally, so.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, Cat, we
someone asked
cannot
me.
hear anything. I mean, you are dead silent now. It's not even like it was like subtle, and then poof, you gone. Regardless, as this bit is kind of unfolding, Marcus is going to open the network to Sunamar, and he's going to say, he's going to look around the room really quickly and just say, can you do me a favor? Can you please attempt to act, just very briefly, as a neural pathway to confirm a hypothesis about this engine, and he points down towards the, machine, and ensure that everything is right here, and that his soul needs and or wants to be here at this moment in time.
You're telling Sundamar to look at the
Sunamar,
machine?
yep, yeah, to do, no, to the body.
Oh, okay.
Essentially what I was going to have him do for Aegis.
Got it, okay.
Not defile him.
Right.
Just to connect and feed me thoughts.
Okay.
So that I can converse with him. Kind of, i.e. Oh, yep, now we can hear you.
Sweet. Okay.
Hey, there
Sorry. What I was going to say was just, isn't that kind of what gods do? They want you to figure out your own shit. I said it in
It
more of a
seems like
Kira
it, yeah.
tone than that.
Yes, but I asked this god, Do you need... It doesn't fucking matter. He pretty much told me that I was lame, and he didn't want anything to do with me, so
I
whatever.
don't think that's what he said.
It was kind of what he said, but whatever. I took his crotch statue, so it's in my room now. It's true, it is.
That's all that really matters.
That's all that really matters. See? Told you, Kira.
So Sundamar, he does like, you know, like a little nod toward you.
Yeah, I'll like kind of like hold him down onto the bed.
Yeah. He'll hop down onto the bed, and you guys will see the tentacles that he's got that you know, we make jokes about and stuff. It's actually very gentle. He just puts one on each temple. Yeah, and it's almost like soft suction cups almost. But you'll see his whole body actually. I don't know if you guys remember, but when you first encountered these things, they were like blue. They were like see-through blue. I know. I know. So he goes into that color. He goes into that mode again as he is.
Oh, you mean like the translucent, like kind of the ghostly?
Mode, yeah.
Ah,
Kind of
okay,
goes
okay.
ethereal a little bit.
Yeah, ethereal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it takes a minute for him to do that, but and Marcus, you know, when he eats your nightmares, he doesn't usually go into this form. You haven't seen him do this since you guys picked him up and you told him he could be in his solid form. But he goes into the ethereal type form.
I open the network immediately and connect to him specifically, to Sundamar, not to the body.
Okay. And so you would hear him say, the soul is in the nether, but traveling.
Traveling what direction in time? Forward or backwards?
Both.
Fuck. Is it willing to speak on its own behalf?
He pauses for a minute. It can't.
Is there a god interfering?
Not a god.
It's a patron.
Patron, yes.
Yes. It's the Kraken.
No.
Whom? Or what?
Void Walker.
Void Walker. A pact made by this individual or made on his behalf?
Let me roll something. Hold on.
This is the first I've heard about a Void Walker. I don't know what the fuck a Void Walker is, and I never wanted to know, but now that we're at this juncture, I'm freaking out a little bit.
Like the symbiote was a void caller, right?
Correct.
That's what we're calling it? Yeah.
See, I hear Void Walker, and the first thing that comes to my mind is Warlocks from World of Warcraft.
Wow. Yeah, I know. So you would see him, or I guess you would hear, really, you'd hear him speaking, but his voice sounds really far away and it echoes a lot. And he says, you can only hear his side of the conversation, but it goes, Who made the promise? I can't understand. And then he comes back to you and he says, it can't give a straight answer. And for the record, that's because I rolled an @1. Sorry.
Okay. So the Void Walker is calling this entity's soul in two directions through the void, both forward and backward in time. Both are possibilities.
It's possible. It's also possible it could have to do with the gnome? Deep gnome in the portal.
Deep gnome in the portal? What do you speak of, Sunama?
He'll send you an image. I gotta scroll for this bitch. Hold on.
Oh, that fucker? No, fuck you.
That guy.
Ah.
I can't find the picture.
Wow, we haven't seen that thing in like 5 months.
That's been a while. That feels like a deep callback. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about a second until she said deep numb. Like deep numb, deep numb. Way of Death Kenku. It's that guy.
It's the is it the King Ku
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, it is. I was trying to find the
Yeah.
image. It's been a while. I think.
Seru, none of us are reacting. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yep, there he is. Fuck. We knew. We just remembered the picture. So, that's fucking terrifying.
You really did need to share it again, honestly. Like,
I mean, as pictures go, like the few that like we've seen recently, like these are pretty tame.
They are.
I was
the eyes. The eyes.
Eyes are creepy, yes.
beating
I was
up
about to make
that
the same
bitch.
comment. Kira, you can't say shit. Your stuff is way worse.
Marcus,
None of mine was cute, masquerading this.
give me an intelligence check, Marcus.
Okay, straight.
Yours,
Yeah.
though, was literal nightmares.
Literal nightmare fuel.
14.
Okay.
I know it says save. I'm not proficient in save, so it's the same.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah. So, the eyes catch your attention as well. Especially with recent events and recent things that you guys
Boy.
have encountered. Those eyes do stick out to you as well.
Okay. Marcus will say, "Do you know where to find this little bastard?"
No.
Does this soul know where to find this little bastard?
No.
What is this little bastard? Can you dig or pry? Can I assist you in any way, shape, or form to find a name? Because we both know with names come great power.
We can try.
As long as it will not hurt the corpse.
The corpse should be fine. I don't know about the soul if Void Caller gets mad.
I don't know what Void Caller is. Do you know what Void Caller is?
Void Caller is...
It's not the dragon we found, is it?
No. Void Caller is minion of Walker. Void Caller... how do you say it? Does the dirty work. Void Caller coerces people into promises.
Yes, it's a patron, I get that.
Void Walker is the patron.
Oh, so the Void Caller pulls people to the Void Walker to make the pact.
Yes.
On what plane do these entities live?
All
Void?
planes.
All planes? Fuck. Very well. Recede from the soul. We'll leave it as is for now.
And you guys in the room would see Marcus obviously conversing telepathically with this thing, and then the body goes back to solid, and very gently the little things come off of the temples.
Marcus will turn around and kind of like look at the group. There are some things here that maybe we should all discuss, but I don't know if Master Aegis should be a part of them because he specifically requested that I do not do what I just did.
We shouldn't hide things from each other.
It just,
Agreed.
It's not a habit we want to start.
Understood.
What did,
You'd feel...
I'm
No, go ahead.
good. You go ahead, Candace.
You'd feel a little knock from Sundamar, Marcus, on with the network.
Oh, the network is still
Okay.
it's open to him.
So he would say, Aegis asked you not to connect him with the brother. Let someone else share the information.
Marcus will respond to Sundamar. You want me to lie to these two and have them deliver the information, or
Don't lie.
I'm terrible at lying,
Then don't do it.
but I usually succeed.
You'd get a sense of like humor or entertainment from that comment.
If a intellect devourer could roll its eyes, it would.
Yeah,
Right?
right, yeah. I hate it.
The tentacles curl up.
Yeah, they corkscrew. Like, what the fuck?
Aegis should know. The more he knows, the better chance he can save.
All right. Then fuck it. Marcus will just say this out loud. Then fuck it. Let him be mad at me. I did it. I'll own up to it, and I will pay whatever reparations are due. I potentially have another 15 to 50,000 gold coming to me here within the next 48 hours. So, should it be gold he requires for whatever his purposes are, then I'll pay that off. And if it requires personal sacrifices, I'll slit my own throat and bleed out on the ground for him.
Gods, man, I don't think that's what he's going to ask you for, but
Well,
I mean,
just
just
in
a
case.
Agree.
Sorry,
Yep.
maybe.
Just an apology at most.
Well, I was just
Yeah.
running both ends of the spectrum. I can apologize, or
You didn't need to go that extreme. My God.
You also missed the entire other extreme of the spectrum, the one where you just say sorry.
oh,
Yeah.
is that typically something people just accept if they defile the corpse of their long-lost
You-
dead brother?
Haven't, and
Maybe.
you know what? You should not be the one to share this information in hindsight.
Okay, well, hindsight is now, so foresight, seeing hindsight as a possibility, would you like me to share the information with you all, and you can share something?
Well, just the fact that you did a thing, if you're going to broach it as defiling a corpse, probably shouldn't.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, we could
probably
always
shouldn't.
just kind of, like, skip that part and just
How
say,
about-
we've come across some information, right?
That would be deceptive in its own right. What if I just connected him to the telepathic network and showed him a series of images that I saw and things that I heard, and just give him the facts as straight as they are?
Did you see and hear?
Marcus's eyes flicker open. They'll flash pink. I'll connect Kira and Tempest to the network, and then I will show you guys exactly what just transpired. I mean, shot for shot. So, long story short,
there-
it is... Yeah,
there
Oh no,
more
I didn't
levels.
take notes.
okay, here we go. So the Void Walker is the creature that is creating the pact for Aegis's brother. He is traveling, Aegis's brother, is traveling through the void right now in his soul-like state, in a meter of time, but he's going in both directions, both forward in time and backwards. He cannot speak currently. The words who, this is from Professor Sundamar, who made the promise? I can't understand. And then Professor Sundamar says to Marcus, he says that he can't give a straight answer, and then he suggests that the deep gnome in the portal, it could be the deep gnome in the portal that's causing this issue. And then I also have a note here that says the Void Caller is a minion of the Void Walker, and the Void Caller is what calls people to make a pact with the Walker.
So, is the Void Caller a god? Is that what we're talking about here? And then the Void
No.
Walkers are just extensions of him?
I think the fucking gnome is the deep gnome is the Void Caller, and it is calling souls to the Walker to make these pacts. Can this, intellectually, is that is that aligning correctly? Okay, just wanted to make, because I'm not telling all my fucking notes. I'm only telling what I saw. Okay, yeah. So Marcus will nod with that. I think that the deep gnome that we have seen in the visions here in the last, well, since we've been here,
TW?
has- yes. I think that it
Oh, that's TW.
is the void caller, and it is pulling souls into itself or into somewhere upon itself on behalf of this entity, a patron called the Void Walker, which is making the pact on behalf of these souls. And
All right,
unfortunately,
yeah, we gotta bring
Age,
this. We gotta bring this to the rest of the group.
right. So
Agreed.
Okay, understood. Wait, how are we doing it though? Do you want me to just fucking?
You are not saying a thing about defiling a
Just-
corpse because that did not
yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
Want me to show
like I
images
said,
or
let's-
just shut up?
let's just show the important bits, not the defiling
Let's
bits.
lead with the. There were no defiling bits. Let's just lead with the. We discovered some information,
And then I show the pictures of the
and then
information,
wait for
so-
their reaction,
Oh, okay. That's,
and say
You
that
had a vision.
Yes.
You had a vision.
and then I show the vision.
once they are ready for you to show the images, yes.
Understood. And
Yeah,
is
give
there
give
going
some
to-
warning too, by the way.
Will there be a sign of the of the vision readiness, or
We'll
you
tell
just
you that
tell
it's-
me?
yes,
You tell me.
yes.
Okay. All right.
You ask first. Say, hey, can I show you something? Can I show you my brain stuff? And then show brain stuff, and then
Understood.
wait for consent.
Yes. Understood. Okay.
Consent is
perfect.
very important.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No non-consent brain defiling. Here we go.
No non-consensual brain.
Let's
fucking.
just not bring up the word defiling at all in this conversation.
Done.
I'd like to think, meanwhile, in the other room, because Bonkin and Aegis there, Bonkin's like on his phone
No,
typing
don't feel
things.
bad.
And he'll kind of look over to Aegis like after like quite a bit of silence, and just be like, "So we planning on visiting Umi later? You planning on revealing telling her your name is Angus?"
He's like so heavy into his own thing. Like he's mental checklisting all sorts of things. I should.
I think it's a great idea, because friends and people important to you don't hide things from you.
More just that if there is a connection, then she has a right to know.
I'm sure she does. I'm sure there is. I've seen the way, I guess, Gale
Always.
looks at Tempest and Tempest looks at Gale. I think you and Umi have the same. Oh, I have something I need to tell everyone too. I was talking to Frozen Phoenix and she sent me a message.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. And he does very quickly switch back over. Like, okay, the Frozen Phoenix, it's work time.
Hope they aren't doing anything
yes,
too
please.
strange in there. She's a giant machine, Miss
do you have a
Kirad.
preference? Do you have a preference? I'll do lemon.
At this point, Kira and Machine, I just kind of go with it.
That's true, I guess. I saw I carried that thing from Alpha League yesterday.
About this time, I'd say the other three, plus Min and Professor Sundamar, who is not riding on her back, will come back into the kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah,
great, you guys
Sundamar's
are
on my
here.
shoulder. Oh, yes. Well, that was definitely insightful. Master Tempest, Mr. Skira?
Yeah, no, we learned a lot for sure.
Well, I'll
Starting
let you guys
with-
go first, then. I also found something.
Well, the good news first. The temporal dissonance was fairly minimal. The chronometric resonance looked all right, as far as I can tell. your brother poses no
I
threat
concur.
to the
Yeah.
current timeline,
Concur.
and both
Yes.
of them
I gotta go.
concur.
Doctor,
Yeah.
concur.
Professor?
Aegis is very instantly just looking like he's listening to Kira, but it's like Kira, Marcus, Kira, Tempest, Kira, Tempest, Kira, Marcus, Kira, Marcus, Kira.
Being
Like
said, we did glean some extra information, and I believe Marcus has some of that information that he would like to show, but we had a brief discussion about him not just mentally ambushing anyone with images, so we wanted to make sure that it was all right with you first, with both of
Consent
you.
is very important.
Always for the consent. We don't want to be in the non-consent tent. Master Aegis, would it be alright if I penetrated your mind for a moment? Master Bonkin, I'll penetrate you too if you are okay with it.
Marcus, we're gonna add
Yes.
that. We're gonna add penetration to the list of words to not say.
Okay, I will.
We're definitely gonna put non-consent tent to the top of that list. Though that's for goddamn sure.
Oh, fuck, I'm already screwing this up.
Nope, you're doing better than I thought that this was going to go.
May I have standard written permission and or verbalized
Verbal.
permission?
Yep, verbal permission's fine. Can he show you things?
Sure, I guess you can penetrate me, mind.
now I'm curious what happened in there.
Leave it to Lucy.
Please, for the love of the god, somebody
Sounds
clip
a bit
that.
suspicious.
Marcus received a vision, and he would like to share it with you.
He said it. No, Bonkin didn't even laugh. Lucy didn't even laugh.
I know.
Just kind of takes in a real deep breath, kind of nodding,
to
and then
Lucy.
just looks down at Sundamar.
Alright then. Marcus will kind of move his hand, and you'll see as he closes his fist, his eyes will flash pink, and then I will connect to Aegis and Bonkin, and I will show you just what we were talking about, those exact same flashing images of not only the Void Walker being the entity that is this pact creator, but the Void Caller being TW, the Deep Gnome, who is with the Kenku in all of the shit we've been dealing with, but also the small conversation. I will leave out Sundamar being the one talking, and it will be Marcus's voice instead, Candace. I will attempt,
Okay.
even if I have to deceive that, I will manipulate it.
Bonka believes it.
Okay, I got that. Aegis, would you be questioning anything, or are you just open to learning the story?
Aegis would be open to learning the story, but at the same time, after Marcus having mentioned it the night before, he's kind of assuming, like, yeah, Sundamar had done something to help here.
Okay, then let's do. Hold on, let me think this through really quick.
Deception insight.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to decide if you would get advantage.
Insight
for
his
him.
in mind.
So why don't we do an insight versus deception between the two of you? Oh man, my heart is beating so fast.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat one!
Oh no. Okay. So
Your brain puts up captions. Sundamar did not say.
So, Aegis, as Marcus is playing, oh god, this is great. So, as Marcus is playing this back for you, you've seen the D&D movie. You know the part where the bard's illusion starts to fail? Yeah. That happens, and there is a glimpse of Sundamar's, or not a glimpse, but like Sundamar's voice comes through just for a second. And you only got a 7, but it was a nat 1. You feel like maybe the entire truth isn't being told, not about the story necessarily, but you feel like the entire truth is not. There's something missing. Yeah, Bonkin.
So I'd like to when that ends, I'd like to think Bonkin turns to Aegis.
I told you they tell you everything. That's why I trust everyone here.
Can you stop being so goddamn wholesome?
This is why we gaslight you, Bonkin.
That's why it works.
Oh my god.
This has been a great night so far.
So, that's what I saw. This is disturbing as far as the soul is concerned. However, that mixed with Mistress Kira's readings of the chronological temporal
The
shift-
machine.
The machine, yes, thank you.
My readings
Master Ranger.
weren't particularly concerning at all, actually. They were perfectly within acceptable round boundaries.
I wasn't getting to that. You cut me off before I could finish, but my point
Sorry.
was that my vision, coupled with your readings, confirm that your brother is supposed to be here right now in this very point in time, and that there are no temporal fluxes because of that. So I, personally, and please correct me if I'm wrong, think that we should proceed with the burial rites as intended. However, we should keep my vision in mind, because there is something working here behind the scenes that is much darker than I think we are aware of.
Puppet master who's pulling the strings of all the other void callers,
Exactly.
other souls.
And especially because we know this fucking deep gnome, this TW, we need to track this entity down, and we need to, I think, eliminate it. Look, a couple days ago, I was able to determine, when I looked into the recesses of Master Aegis's mind, that if we kill a patron in the future, it will not sever something in the past. However, if we can gather the same ingredients now that we would need to sever something in the past, it would affect everything in the present. Meaning, this fucking thing needs to be ended now. Your brother's soul cannot travel through the void for the rest of eternity in two different directions, being spread infinitely.
Nor did I ever intend for that.
Good.
There will be a time where we have to go back. When that time comes, we will have void shards.
We have void shards, Master Aegis. We have...
But we didn't when we were there originally.
That is true. So, with that being said, though, you're saying that when we do go back, all we need to do is make sure we have the void shards with us?
I don't know if all we will need is the void shards, but we know that they will help with severing that.
That's what Aranor told me too. Yeah, if we use void shards, it'll weaken its grasp on its influencees. I don't know. They call that thralls? Are they? I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word.
I'm not sure what they are.
Sorry to interrupt, but I got two questions. One, how do we use these void shards? Because I saw Mr. Marcus stab the chest of.
Seems like a pretty good way to use it.
I'd agree. It was very effective. It worked. I mean,
It
it
didn't
did
seem
literally
like it
what
changed
it...
anything.
No, it did, though. It allowed us to actually pry the void sphere from his chest. Without that, I don't think it would have happened. Master Aegis, you were there with me. Do you agree with that, or am I mistaken?
I would have to agree. At very least, it helped with weakening whatever was holding it there.
Shall we go
Therefore,
back and Mr. Marcus stabs him in the chest again?
Well, no, we need to
don't-
stab the Voidwalker in the chest with it.
Real quick, Aegis. Actually, everybody, just roll me an insight check, real quick, except for Kira.
This checks out.
Who's being shifty?
Fuck.
So when you guys were talking about needing to go back when that part of the conversation happened, you would have seen, yeah, you would have seen Kira shift uncomfortably, while she's standing there. She kind of, it's very small, but you guys are around her enough to kind of recognize those types of things. So, Aegis.
So stab Kira 4 times in the chest with a void shard.
No, Aegis and Tempest.
Oh,
you,
sorry.
You would have noticed that. Marcus and Bonkin, you were too busy recalling the details of stabbing with a void shard. You didn't notice.
And I mean, like, I know for Tempest's part, like, to talk about going back in time also would be, you know, a thing for him. So he probably would have glanced over around the room and caught Kira doing the same.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then on my second question, Miss Kira, that thing of yours, he's gonna point down to the chronometer. Does that have any effect on us? Like, do we stand out because we're not from here?
No, that could alter the readings, but if I were to get abnormal readings, I would have gotten abnormal readings when I was attempting to scan Ellen. No, I think it's all right, but let me double check. I'm gonna look at it. See if we have any weird readings.
Because he definitely came from the past. He was pulled from the past and lodged in the future here.
But this
But
is
now he's dead. Does that make him okay? Is that how this works?
Well, it's more to make sure that it's not going to cause something like a temporal rift or something equally egregious. So just because
I see,
something
so you
doesn't
need-
necessarily have abnormal readings doesn't necessarily mean that it's fine. It's just that it won't
Not big
splinter
enough
the
to
very
be a
fabric
problem.
of reality as this timeline knows it.
Just as an added note, kind of as everybody's, I feel like doing like that Spider-Man like meme where, you know, but when everybody's looking at each other, when you're discussing going back, Aegis looks very uncomfortable. You're not sure if it's the conversation you're having necessarily, but the discomfort definitely showed up. Correct me if I'm explaining wrong too, Aegis, but it showed up when you were discussing going back.
No, yeah, that'd be pretty accurate.
Okay.
I recognize that secret deception roll.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had to do something similar.
Everyone except Bonkin. Bonkin still didn't notice. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure everybody knows just how uncomfortable y'all are making each other. Continue. I know. He does not give a shit.
But it doesn't look like we have any signs of fracturing this timeline. So that's positive.
That is. That being said, do we maybe want to start heading on over to the shop? Because we do have a body in there that is only getting riper.
Yes, I will call for Master Zachary. And why don't Mistress Kira, Master Aegis, and Master Tempest, if you want to head over to the shop, Master Bonkin and I can stay here and begin the burial preparations in the front garden, if that's still all right by you, Master Aegis.
I like it no other way.
Wonderful.
But before everybody leaves, I have something I found out.
Oh, right.
Oh, here we go.
So I messaged, I think on the screen it says FP, but it's the Frozen Phoenix.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you meant the fucking police.
That's how they're in my phone too. Yeah.
So I asked her if she knows anything about this time business thingy, and she says she knows this guy, and he says he's all for making money. I quote, he's all for making a company worth more money, but that messing with time and manipulating time itself, even in minor ways, seems wrong. And then it continues on, and she says he works for the exchange called Money Maven.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Oh,
She
well,
just said she knows a guy.
well, what the fuck good does that do us? We already knew about Money Maven. I marked it on the map last
I
night.
know, but we had two companies we wanted to go for last night.
Well, yeah, but we had Money Maven and Astral Tech. Money Maven was the guy down south. I already knew about that. We were gonna stop there first and then go to Astral Tech, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, but I just tried to narrow it down. So I tried to,
Okay. Well, then
find
we
more
can.
information.
Confirmation is always good.
Then we confirm that we go to Money Maven first. Can you send her a message and say what the fuck is this guy's name?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because it would
Bonkin.
help. It would
That
help
was
us
good
if we.
intel.
Yes, of course. If we walk in and we say, "Hey, Gregory, good to see you, buddy," and he says, "Who the fuck are you?" and we say, "We're the fucking Oath Bearers." Well, I wouldn't say that. Somebody else would.
I mean, that does sound pretty badass to do it like that.
It sounds great, but maybe he doesn't recognize us and knows that it's a bunch of bullshit, so somebody ratted on him. But anyways, maybe we'll just see what happens. Anyways, to digging. Master Aegis, do you need any money?
I'll be fine. I have plenty.
You see a look of relief come over Marcus's face. Very well. Marcus will flip down his visor, and he's gonna send a. Actually, no, he's just gonna fucking. I'm gonna pull up Zachary in the call log and just call him.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
and he. Oh, go ahead.
While he's calling, if anyone does anyone need anything else while we're out and about?
I think I'm good.
Think so. If you find any cool wands,
That's what he.
I will absolutely keep you in mind.
Does anybody name?
Nice.
Does not anybody know anybody named Shaquille Oatmeal?
Oatmeal,
Oatmeal.
like
Why?
Shaquille Oatmeal, like the
Shaquille
gruel
Oatmeal?
that poor people eat.
What the fuck?
I got no
what
idea.
about them?
No, just
Is this
curious.
the
if
person or
anybody-
is this like a brand? What are you talking about?
username? Just was curious if anybody knew. All right, to digging then. All right, Professor Sundama, why don't you go back upstairs, bud?
He'll pop down and skitter off up the stairs. It's really weird and gross, creepy.
Min stares him down as he runs.
Stop staring at his ass, man. Master Bonkin, let's dig.
Right, I'm coming.
And Master Bonkin and I will go outside and start digging a grave.
Okay.
Wait,
I'll-
fuck, do we have shovels? I don't think we have shovels, but...
I'll
God.
make you some shovels. I got you.
Thank goodness, because I thought I was going to have to dig with this flail.
You also have paint.
What?
You also have paint you could use to make shovels.
Yeah.
Wow,
You can
could.
make
Oh, yeah,
mundane
we can paint, we
items.
can make shovels.
Oh, by the way, who took that paint? Because last time I don't think it is it still sitting on the table?
Go to bed.
I think it's still sitting on the counter. I don't think anybody
Okay.
actually officially took it.
Is
I
someone
definitely didn't take it.
claiming it?
I mean, I'll
looking
take it
at
because
you.
I need to make paint. I need to make shovels, basically.
Okay.
I don't-
Long term, are you also taking it? Totally cool if
unless
you
you,
are.
unless you really want it. I mean, yeah, he kind of had a. Temps
No,
kind of had
go
an
for
eye
it. I do not need more weird shit in my inventory. I want more weird shit in my
Tempest
inventory.
lives for the weird shit. What is this called again? This is
His
the.
name's Silas.
Hold on, I can get you the name of it.
Yeah, I deleted it out of my inventory because I thought somebody took it.
In 1 second. Okay, it is
Yeah.
the Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments.
And 2 jars of it, correct?
Yes, there were 2.
Okay.
And a
I have an
separate
item
requirement for-
link if you'd like that I can send to you.
right.
Okay, so yeah, Marcus and Bonkin will begin to. Oh, sorry. How are we gonna? Are you summoning these or are you painting them?
Yeah, Tempest will. He'll make one and then he'll paint one.
How do they look? Is there, I mean, a physical difference if me and Bonkin
Um,
like compare them?
Tempest
or...
is better at imagining it than he is at painting it.
yeah, so like Bonkins is crooked. It'll still work, but like the line isn't straight. It's kind of curved. It's a little awkward.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly
also
right.
like
Yeah.
blue.
It's like one of those snow shovels that has the big hook in it so that you
Yep.
can get better leverage.
Yeah, and it's also all blue. Like yours is realistically colored, but Bonkins is just like a weird blue.
Oh. Blue's good color for you, Master Bonkin. Off we go then.
Sure, I don't think blue fits with me fur.
Oh, here, you can take this one then. And Marcus just hands him the other one.
No, it's alright. I can use this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
They both work just as
I
well.
think.
If you summon those arms you have, you can use both of these and I'll just dig with my hands. Like an
Oh.
animal.
If you want to do that, we can do that.
No.
Or
we
you can
won't.
supervise and I can dig both.
No, that's not going to happen. Here, you just keep that one. I'll do this one. Let's dig, and then we'll just start.
I'll supervise.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll kind of like line the do I? God, fuck. I don't know if I know a whole lot about burial rituals and stuff. That's not out of, or that's not within my species, like my clan. Usually we just eat brain stems and burn. So, do I know much about like how to prepare this?
First, give me like a history. Yeah, give me a history check.
Not great. 11.
Okay, now give me a religion check.
Ooh, that's gonna be. Oh wow, that's an intelligence based. Nope, even worse.
Okay. So you know that many people do things differently, and your people are the only ones that eat each other's brain stems. So you're not entirely sure how. You're not entirely sure how Aegis's family would, you know, kind of do this. Obviously, you need to dig a hole deep enough for the body to go in.
Okay, so Marcus will do some 19 intelligence math, and I will just create a rectangle on the top and say, let's just do 8 feet, and let me see, he's like 4 feet tall, so 4, 8, 12. No, fuck it, we'll make it 12 feet. That way he has to dig through like a lot of soil, just in case he comes back as a zombie.
12 feet
I don't
deep?
think it would. Yes, well, because what if he comes? What if something necrotic pulls him back? We want him to have more time to have to dig himself out, right?
What I used to do with me family is just kind of a, I guess, a heritage thing, but we used to tie like a bit of rope around a leg and to a bell,
I
so
think
if they
it's-
wake
I
up,
think
we
it's
hear
a
the bell
light.
ringing.
Oh, I don't know.
Lucy, is everything okay in your room?
It's just the light is being weird. Just ignore it.
Oh, okay. No, I was just making sure that you didn't have like a fire alarm or something
Yeah.
going off in there, man.
That's
The
what I thought.
Illuminists. They're hungry.
Goddamn
Yeah,
wizards
I
are out
was
of
about to
spell
say-
slots.
Well, they didn't pay the fuckers. You gotta pay them, man. You gotta
I
pay
was
them.
about to say it's either the wizards out of
Oh.
spell slots, which is
Hey,
the
there
best
we go.
case scenario,
He
or
pointed-
worst case scenario, poltergeist.
Oh god.
Oh, bingo.
You lost
bingo, bingo.
concentration.
Yeah, you
There we
pointed
go,
and it
yeah.
fixed itself. That was creepy as
Oh
hell.
shit. Time to go.
Bonkin's an
Yeah.
Illuminist.
It is a problem with this specific light above me.
So
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just start. I'll dig the square out or the rectangle out to hold like for his body, and I'll just say, just do it 12 feet. Who the fuck cares?
okay, all right, yep. So
We can get ourselves out, no
yeah,
problem.
Bonkin's arms are long enough to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can literally like tickle me Elmo straight down
Oh.
into the hole if need be.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, so
I-
I'll be doing the Wanda conducting, playing for you guys, like backup music while I'm like playing the saxophone a little bit for you, you know.
I will say that my normal length is only 10 feet, so I will have to drop them too. But I can summon my arms to go to 50.
Full time.
Oh wait, no.
Sure, yeah, I got some accompaniment now, yeah.
All right, you weirdos. Okay, so it's just Aegis and Kira and Min going to the store, right? To Ebrick Apothecary.
Assuming Min wants to come with me.
Yeah, she would. She would.
Oh fuck! It is January 31st, isn't it? Kira just made a really good point. We're digging through frozen fucking. Oh wait, is it cold up here?
So-
it is cold, isn't it?
It's
In New Haven, January 30. What you said, January 31st.
31st, yeah.
Cold as a
Cold as
motherfucker.
fuck.
It is, but you guys are strong as fuck. If
Oh, that is true.
yeah.
We're pretty strong.
If Tempest-
Bonkin's stronger than me, by the way.
If Tempest was like, I'm totally gonna do this, I would have made you roll. But since you're just playing
I have
music,
Oh
far.
no, absolutely not.
Are
Not
you
built for
kidding
that shit.
me?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys are going
Zero
to
strength.
Ebrick Apothecary.
That is a way happier. This sounds. Are we playing fucking? What is this like? Farmville?
Some Final Fantasy shop.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was
shit.
about to say, is this Animal Crossing?
This is like the most pleasant sound in the world.
Shush, you guys go back to your grave digging and let us enjoy our jaunty shopping trip.
Man, fuck you guys.
Hey,
Okay.
with Tempest playing along, man, it's a jaunty grave digging time.
That's right.
We're warm by our own accord. Damn it.
This does sound very.
All right,
I
have
love it.
fun.
Okay.
kids.
I will say real quick, Bonkin, like out of his like backpack upstairs, he'll fetch like a small bell and like probably like a thin strip of rope. And he'll be like, I think I explained it earlier. I don't know if you like heard it because the light was flickering.
No, I didn't. Go ahead.
But basically, Bonkin said, in me family, we'd attach a bit of string to a part of the person and then attach that bit to a bell, so if they rose up, we could hear the bell ring.
Your wizards don't like that. Every time you try to say it, the lights start.
It's
flickering.
true, yeah. As soon as you start saying that again, your lights start flickering.
But
You
do
have
you guys,
necromancers in
fix
your
itself.
walls.
Yeah, there it goes.
do you, ugh. Do you guys stop him or do you?
Fixes the moment she says necromancers. I'm not happy about that.
And yeah, to answer your question, Candace, I rolled an 11 and an 8 respectively. Marcus doesn't stop him at fucking all. You want to cut him up into 20 pieces and put him in there? Do your thing, baby.
Just make sure you have 20 bells.
I don't.
Okay. All right.
I have one just because we have so much money at the start.
You guys do have.
I'll
Okay.
do it.
So you guys are digging through the frozen ground, but it is pretty easy, honestly, since you guys are so strong. Aegis and Kira, you head over. Oh, you were texting Zachary earlier. I don't think we.
No, I just texted him to come
To come
pick
get
these
them,
guys
okay.
up. Yeah, that was it. It was
Okay.
it was a super simple like, hey, we like time now. We need you.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
Yep. So he shows up and he actually apologizes when you guys get in the car, and he's like, "Sorry, I was actually getting an oil change."
And we're just like sitting out there digging a grave.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you get some quiche?
I didn't.
No, Aegis would have brought him a piece.
I figured it's in a Tupperware.
Yeah.
Nice. Actually, that's what he says when you bring it to him. He just looks down and he goes, "Oh, nice," and then he like digs in as he's driving. It's not the same as Marcus feeding him, but okay. So he drives you guys over to Ebrick Apothecary, where your dear friend Umi is waiting. As you step in, she does her usual, "Welcome to Ebrick Apothecary. Please note that everything we sell." And then when she sees that it's you guys, she cuts herself off and she gets a big bright smile and he just walks through the door.
Hello. It's us again.
It's you again.
I will make myself busy browsing over here.
Trying to find the bargain wandsman.
Just
Meanwhile-
trying not to break their romance, and I will make sure Min also is over by me.
Okay.
Vest
Right.
on and everything. The usual.
Yeah, I was about to say also me not having to scroll back all the way down to the bottom of my notes to go ahead and try to figure out what all I was needing to get from here.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's planning on doing.
I do.
Ceremony. I think it was the spell ceremony, is that he said.
Yeah.
So, first thing that I need is Like an extra dimensional
Yeah,
space.
funeral, right? Yep.
A
Oh,
smaller one.
okay.
Doesn't have to be like a bag of holding or something.
You're gonna make me get creative. Let me look through what we have. And as she's like scrolling on her tablet, she's like, "How have you been? What have you been up to? I feel like it's been forever."
It's it's a long story and it's part of why I'm here. I'll I'll start there.
Is
But
everything okay?
yeah, it's just brought up some old things from my time.
Oh. She's like listening to you, but she's scrolling. You're familiar with this from the time that you spent with her. You know she's actually hearing you. Well, is it anything I can help with?
I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to figure out how to explain this, and there's no way that makes any sense. So apparently, my brother is in this time right now.
She looks at her watch, which is kind of stupid, but uh in our time?
I, um, unfortunately, no longer with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 8,000.
But
That's what I was thinking.
8,000 plus, depending on rarity
it
for you.
it long story involving his
Mhm.
patron, and I'm one, I'm here for that space. And two, I'm here for some powdered silver, so that way I can do a ceremony.
Oh. Oh. And she looks up from the tablet and just like straight on at you.
And he just kind of gives like the nod.
Oh, he's reading ceremony wrong.
I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Oh, he's reading it way wrong.
Is he?
He's saying that he said, yeah, you can't bring him
No
back
need to be
without a
sorry.
wish. That's not true. He can't be brought back as
He
long
lived
as
his
dead
life the way that he wanted. That's all I could
unless
have
you
asked
use a
him
wish.
for.
It says the entity cannot be brought back as undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Do you want to
There's
send him a?
nothing-
You want to
huh?
send him a message?
Huh?
Do you want to send him a message?
I mean, I could if you want to, but I mean, it's like he could just.
Sorry, one sec.
I'm just saying. I don't know if he was trying to. If he was trying to lie, because I don't think he's reading the spell right.
I don't think he was trying to lie.
It says you touch one corpse for the next 7 days. The target cannot become undead by any means short of a wish spell. He's trying to cast ceremony, funeral rite on his brother, but he told everybody he cannot be resurrected unless you use a wish spell, and everybody believed him. So that was a lie. That was a bold-faced lie. So I would want at least an insight check from Marcus to then work behind the scenes to not have to go get a wish scroll to then get a resurrection scroll, because we can bring him back as long as it's a century, and we've only been here 900 years, which means that we could at least,
Right.
you know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this? It's a lot of semantics.
With what you're doing with ceremony, so Kevin brought something up because he's thinking through Marcus and stuff. So with ceremony, you're looking at
Funeral
rite, right? Okay. So it's saying for the next 7 days the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier when you were talking about bringing him back, was that what you were referencing? Was the spell, or was there a different reason why you said that a wish spell would need to be used?
It's more just because of the fact that he would want to go ahead and perform that rite to make sure he doesn't come back as undead or
That's
anything
not the way
like
the
that.
spell's written.
But something of that level to go ahead and humor it, at least, should he be able to come
That's not
back,
what he said, though.
it would need to be something like that.
Okay. So so you weren't like trying to like lie or anything as Aegis as far as that's concerned. Okay. All right.
So here's my contest. Marcus's knowledge of the way resurrections work, which I already rolled for, was that resurrection works up to a century. We jumped 900 years into the future, which even if we're playing by those means, the funeral rites thing, according to what he said, we're playing a game of semantics here, and that's not how that works. It's not how it works. We could bring him back with a resurrection, easy fucking peasy, and not a wish spell. And that's a big deal when we're talking about a potential, 10,000 gold versus 100,000 gold that a character who is going to start investing all of their time and energy into needs to invest all their time and energy into.
Yeah, so I think that.
Fuck me. Okay, okay, I was off on that.
That's what Xavier thought, is that you misread it, and so that's why he started reading it and then thought about the conversation and was like, hold up a second, because he wants to make sure that Marcus understands the intention, because y'all know what Marcus does. So.
I mean, the dude has 0 gold.
Yeah.
He has 0 gold and is currently auctioning off everything in his fucking possession to get more gold for not him. Which is why the wish conversation got brought up, because Marcus is kind of ignorant, but I did roll well on the resurrection roll, the religion roll earlier. So this is a kind of a DM call.
Yeah, the only thing is that with resurrection, it's no more than a century, which is 100 years.
Oh, that's true.
So it
Yeah.
would still be a
So it would have to be true resurrection.
true
then,
resurrection.
correct?
Which only goes up to 200.
200. Yeah, so it would be a wish spell.
It would need to be a wish or a cleric who is able to bring about divine intervention.
Right.
Well, that's assuming that it's dead from the 900 years ago and not dead
Right.
from the 2 days ago,
Right.
which
That's
we
my-
have no way of knowing.
Exactly, and that's my point, though, as far as being able to identify where the soul was at. That's why I connected to Sundamar to kind of see, like, where are we at in that
Right.
funky timeline, because he's moving both forward and backward. So what does that mean for us?
So
Is there a way to determine that, or is this just a fucking Hail Mary
No,
and we
no,
could potentially waste a
so-
lot of gold? Which is fine. If we have to, I will fucking invest in that.
So we can, I mean, Sundamar was there. Yeah.
Because did he actually die 2 days ago, or no?
Aegis, roll a religion check. Or a medicine check.
Candace is like, God damn it, why did I do time stuff?
I am every time we play.
Chronomancy's a bitch.
Thank
18.
you, Halfling Luck.
Okay, alright, so an 18. So, Aegis, based on... Even though you were on a different plane when he died, based on what you know about the way that bodies decompose, his is only a couple of days at this point. However, you also know that the soul and spirit needs to be around and willing to be able to be drawn back in. Marcus... I'd like to think Marcus is thinking while he's shoveling, while he's digging. And Aegis, I promise you we will get back to me and Aegis, but I want to make sure that everybody's got their minds in the right place so you don't ask for something and buy something you don't need. Because that was a very good call by Marcus. So I'd like to think that you are thinking about this shit while you're digging, and you go, hold on a second. Sundamar, you said he's traveling forward and backward. Is he staying in one place? Is it just a constant movement? And Sundamar would say, it is constant movement between now and 300 years back, focused more on the now.
Okay, is there a way we could potentially pinpoint when he's closer to the now? Like within 100 years?
I think he can move freely within that time. Maybe if he could hear or see Aegis,
Okay.
he would be inclined to come closer. Souls recognize souls.
One more question. Is he capable of being a willing soul to re-enter his, and he kind of points at the corpse, vessel? Or is his patron preventing that?
Let's see. Let me roll something really fast.
You want a bit deeper, Mr. Marcus? Is that why you pointed down?
No, give me a moment, Master Bonkin. I'm having a thought. It might not be a good thought, but I'm having one.
Oh, alright. Cute dad joke doesn't hurt.
Marcus continues to shuffle to the music.
I don't know if he is completely stopped by the patron, but you have void shards, yes?
We do have a few, yes.
Have you seen... No, you haven't. Resurrection before?
Yes, a few times in my life. Not on me, but on others.
Maybe include a void shard as component?
Fuck me. Professor Tsunema, you are a genius. Marcus will look up. Hold on, stop the fucking digging. Give me one moment. I'm gonna flip down my visor, and I'm gonna send a text message to Aegis and Kira. All caps. Wait, don't buy quite yet. And then back to normal text. And it's going to say, I have a sneaking suspicion that Master Aegis' brother can be brought back via a resurrection. Solely a resurrection. If we were to include one of the void shards in the resurrection ritual itself, if, all caps if, Master Aegis is present. ... Should we continue to dig? Or should we see this thing through? Send.
Or do we
Honestly,
keep digging?
I don't even know if Aegis would look.
That's
I
what
was gonna
thinking.
I'm going to
say
be honest.
Kira's going to, Kira's going to look though. It's going to be a. Sorry to interrupt, Aegis. You might want to look at your phone.
Okay, we have something going on.
Yep, just look at it.
And yeah, he'll go ahead and pull his phone out and start looking
And
real
Umi,
quick. and
Umi
see
will
it.
just say, "It's
Only
okay,
the most
honey.
recent messages. You don't need to worry about the other 472 unread ones.
Why are there so many?
Because you never answer the phone.
Sorry, from Tempest, mentally.
Because you never answer is absolutely something she says out loud, but it's muttered.
Oh, okay. Oh, she doesn't hear it. She's too busy scrolling through her tablet. And she says, I know how it goes. You're a superhero. If you gotta go, I'll hang on to everything for you.
Actually, another question. And if you say no, I wouldn't be surprised. But would you by chance have a resurrection scroll?
You see her like tap on a few different screens. Hold on one second.
Xavier, that was funny.
I was just typing. If you're the only laugh I get, I love it.
We actually do have one. There aren't many people in the area that can cast it, so...
That's fair. What might be the price on that?
Are you using this for your brother?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm at least getting it to make sure that I can keep the notion of it.
You're gonna want to add 1,000 to whatever the base price of the seven
Mm-hmm.
is.
From the other side of the room. At least one set aside specifically for that purpose.
Oh, it's pricey. That's like 35.
What are you getting?
3560. Because a 7th level spell scroll is 2560
Mm-hmm.
plus the
The
1,000
1,000.
diamond to go into it.
So
That's what I always charge you.
yeah.
And then if there's a discount, you discount.
So you know how this works. Because a caster has to create it and the component has to be included, it comes out to about 3,500 gold, but you get the Oathbearer's discount. So
You're welcome.
You're welcome for my service.
so it
500 is. That's fine.
no. Let's do 29.
If you insist.
I insist.
Very well then.
She gives you a little wink when she says, I insist. Okay, so 2,900
He'll-
for the...
Yep, and he'll have kind of given a little wink back.
Okay. I know you didn't come for just one thing. What else do you need?
Well, there is that extra dimensional space I was talking about.
Right. Let's see.
If I'm thinking right, maybe doesn't need to hold more than maybe 200 pounds at most, I would think.
Okay, well, we have sizes. So I think if you went with the smaller size, that one is about 2,500 gold. So 2,050. With the discount, of course. She, as she's like doing transactions, she's like, kind of like glancing up at Kira and Min as you're walking around, trying to see if you're listening.
I will roll deception.
Okay.
To be fair, Kira has answered repeatedly when stuff has been said.
Wow. Yeah, you beat her by 2. Okay. Yeah. So
We're doing the we're working very hard on staying busy and looking at things, and it probably helps that Kira has the arty mode she can fall back on, so she'll be looking at a wand, get that kind of like, I wonder if I combined that with. Wait, no, I'm listening.
Yeah. So she catches you in the arty moment. And doesn't catch on to the fact that you're listening. She seems to kind of loosen up a little bit, Aegis, after you notice her glancing over at Kira a few times.
So about 5,000 even
Yeah,
for
just
both.
4,950. Mm-hmm.
Done.
Oh, touche. So much for being a general.
She puts the tablet down, and then she's standing up on her step stool so she can actually, be the right height, as you are, painfully familiar with. And she kind of leans down on a hand and looks at you and says, "So when are you coming to work with me again?"
The moment that we have some down, I promise I'll be back. That being said, I do have a little bit of a gift for you. And he'll go ahead and pull out one of the bottles of wine.
You and your gifts. Ooh.
Boy.
And she'll look it over, like look at the label and stuff. Oh my gosh, where did you get this?
From one of our more recent expeditions.
Oh, really? Where did this one take you?
Oddly enough, to another plane.
Oh, so this is interplanar wine,
Aegis would have to think on that, because as player, I do not remember if that was actually from the plane of void or not.
Actually, did I know that when we were
Yeah,
pulling that out?
You guys definitely grabbed that from the Dragon's Hoard.
Oh my god. So we got void fish and void berry wine.
I mean, Tempest drinking, he's fine. Look at him.
Well, okay.
So did Aegis.
Feeling
Actually.
great.
Tempest should not be our bar for anything.
Actually, it's a good thing you mentioned that. You may want to go ahead and take a look at that, because that is from the plane of void.
Shouldn't it be empty if it's from the plane?
Thank you. Finally somebody fucking agrees with me about this weird conundrum we're in with void.
If only Marcus was here.
God damn it, I'll shut up.
Honestly, I don't understand it entirely myself. That's for somebody else who's smarter than me. But also, maybe you could find some use for it. And who knows, at least it might be tasty.
Well, maybe I'll save it for when we're working.
That would be nice. That being said, I guess it's time to share a bit of something.
She looks at the wine and then the flowers that are on the the desk. You share plenty.
I know, but as I'm sure you can guess, Aegis is not my actual name. With being a hero and everything, I guess. My real name is Angus. And that's not my actual voice either. It's all part of the persona.
The superhero persona.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you start that when you got here?
That was from even before I had got here. It was part of a faction that my brother and I had started, known as Flames Embrace. I took on the role as Aegis, and he later, Monsoon.
Mm-hmm. And this is the same brother? And she kind of motions toward the scroll.
Yeah.
Well, if he's anything like you better use that.
I don't know if I'd say he's anything like me, but he's somebody that is important to me.
And she'd think for a second and then lean across the table and like put her hands out for yours.
He'd go ahead and reach up for hers.
If he's important to you, then I think it's worth a try. And if this one doesn't work, I'll get you another one.
You truly are a blessing to this world.
Oh, wow.
Such generosity. Thank you.
That means a lot coming from you, Angus. You let me know how it goes. And she
You'll
she'll grab a sticky note and she writes her phone number down and slides it across. This is my direct line.
He'll go ahead and tuck that into his pocket. He'll be the person to know. That I promise you.
She'll smile and she'll say, once that's done, I need help around here. We can talk about your brother, and if we have to, we'll make another plan. And she leans forward and lowers her voice and she says, is she gonna buy anything?
I think right now she's kind of just window shopping for, and she does hear him kind of switching back a little bit for, somebody else.
Oh. Okay. We don't have many artificers around here. That cat is very interesting.
I'm sure if you asked, she would at least let you maybe look. I don't know about meddling with it at all, but at least look.
I wouldn't dare. And she's like looking over the counter. She's just fascinated by Min. I would never touch another artist's work, but she does good work.
That she does. And so do you.
She smiles and then she gets like this like a shit-eating grin and she goes, "You ain't seen nothing yet. They limit me here."
Well, hopefully someday I can find out.
She kind of blushes and leans back.
So, $49.50, yes?
Yep, that's it.
Alrighty then. And he'll go ahead and do the transaction there.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and remove the gold, but add the treasure.
That is not how I fucking thought this was about to happen.
I'd be curious after to I message with you because I want to know what you thought was going to happen.
Oh no, what I thought was going to happen was us coming here, getting 100 gold pieces of powdered silver. That way I have multiple casts worth of ceremony, and I can cast it for whatever of them whenever I need to, plus the one for right then.
Right. Gotcha.
What ends up happening is we get a fucking resurrection.
Yeah. Because Marcus had an epiphany while he was digging 12 feet into the frozen ground.
Well, now you can keep ceremony and do the wedding of Tempest and Gale.
And Tim's like, yep.
Or Marcus and Mr. Dr. Cindermark.
Oh fuck yeah, Professor. He's not a doctor quite yet.
My bad, I apologize.
You never
He's
quite
got
made
4
it to
more
doctor.
years of that plus his internship.
You gotta have a brain in order to continue your education. Kind of got taken out.
He is a brain.
Literally 100% brain.
Yeah, apologize to Luminous. You've angered them again. Kira, you would definitely see Umi's she's standing there and she is definitely blushing. You'd see like her cheeks would get a little red for a second and then she'd recover.
My, what fine and rustic wandwork. I shall admire it more closely.
Can I help you find anything?
Was that to me?
He knows his way around here.
I didn't want to intrude on your discussion or his purchases.
I'm sure we both appreciate that, and she'll give him another wink. But from what I understand, you're shopping for others? Are these gifts, or...?
In that, I'm not going to accept coin from them, yes. Um,
Lucy.
First, I was hoping to find out what the price point was of a coin purse with the pocket plane, if you were to have one.
You know, I had
Oh,
that pulled up earlier.
I actually just bought one of those.
Oh, was yours for Bonkin?
I
Well, okay, that works. Okay, then I have, I guess, a weirder question for you. I am trying to find ways to the magnet works like a charm. She is it has been of great help. I'm trying to see if there is a way that I could make her a little bit more difficult to hit. But most things that I could think of or piece together myself would require a soul tie of some sort. And I don't know with the states her soul is in at the moment. Kira doesn't even think about the implications of that sentence as she says it. I don't know if
Yeah.
she'd be able to.
You'd see her get up on her very tippy toes to look over the counter at Min when you say that. So, okay. A few questions.
Few answers.
She looks perplexed, like she's really trying to. She's trying to keep her business face on, and that's very obvious, especially you, Aegis. You're like, you can see she's trying really hard to keep up the facade. So she has a soul. Does not have a. She does.
yes.
She has a soul. For all intents and purposes, it may be easiest to describe it as she has difficulty accessing that soul.
Okay. So then you need. She grabs her tablet and starts scrolling. You need.
When she gets hit, I tend to feel it. I would prefer her to get hit considerably less. However, I haven't been able to think of a single thing that I could create that wouldn't require calling to that soul.
Right, and if it's not a solid connection, it's going to be very difficult to find something that won't just.
Exactly. It's a bit of a challenge, and it is a challenge that I would be willing to pay a pretty plat for.
Okay, well, this one is a bit different. This is going to be a little different. It might require some research. I've not ever had to connect magic items to the soul of a metal cat before.
I would expect not.
Question for you. Is this something you'd be able to do during your time? It might tell me where to start.
If we were to get downtime again, then yes, but we've been busy fighting dragons and
Dragons?
finding searching for temporal anchors.
That's another story and a half that honestly is actually better told once we go ahead and get the second part complete. Because then, rather than just telling you about the dragon, I can tell you how it fought alongside us.
I will make sure to have wine glasses ready.
Trust me, I think we'll both be needing it. And he'll kind of laugh and chuckle a little bit about it.
So if you're okay, she'll turn back to Kira. If you're okay with waiting a little bit, I will try to do research, but, to be honest with you, well, I have a few ideas. I'll see what I can find.
Well, and something to consider, other than the obvious anatomical differences, I would avoid thinking of her just as a cat. It would fall far short.
She
There's
nods.
absolute pride in her
Yeah.
voice as she says it.
She nods like she understands. You know she doesn't because she doesn't know the full story, but she nods like she gets it.
Otherwise, whatever the weirdest ones that you have are, that one's shopping for Tempest.
Wands. Okay. Let's see. What do we have?
The more obscure and seemingly non-useful, the better.
Well, we do have a wand of web, but I don't think you're gonna want to buy that one. She kind of laughs and then looks over and she says, Marcus sold it to me.
That would be ironic, but no, I don't think I want to hear the jokes that will come from Tempest if he is a wand of sticky white substances.
I believe that was the quote as to why it was being sold in the first place. So she starts in the nods. She starts scrolling through. Hold on one sec. I gotta do a couple rolls here. Let's see.
I like that the selling it and the not buying it is the exact same logic, and that Tempest cannot be trusted anywhere near this wand.
It's true.
It's reasonable.
So we do have a wand of secrets.
Is that one I would know by any chance?
I mean, you could just roll an Arcana, I guess.
That's not great.
It's pretty good. Yeah, you're familiar with what that is. Yeah, you're familiar with what that is. And that one is 1,500 gold.
You know what? I don't think we have anything inside the house that would be problematic for him to use that on. Yeah. All right, unless you have anything weirder.
Let's see. Hold on a second, because there's a list I need to reference. One second. Let's see. We do. She starts laughing as she's scrolling through the list. We do have a wand of disguise elf. Not to be confused with a wand of disguise elf. Two different ones. We also have it was made as a project at the school, and it's kind of more of a joke than anything, but it's a wand of create wand.
What's the limit on the number of wands? Because Tempest will try and find it.
I haven't found it yet.
No.
Oh, I was hoping to get rid of one of those. There are so many. Let's see. There's also... I gotta roll one more time. Hold on. We have a wand of magic missile. It has one charge of magic missile.
Traditional wand of magic missile?
No, that's the wand of magic missiles. This is a wand of magic missile. It's got one.
What? You know what? I will take both the wand of disguise elf and the wand of singular magic missile.
Okay, just a moment. You didn't think I was going to use this list, did you?
No. Perfect.
You are not allowed to have the wand of create wands because
Just a whole pile of wands in the backyard.
no, we have a limited amount of extra dimensional spaces that we can access.
Let me see here.
No.
That's true. You guys do have...
There has to be a limit. I'm trying to find it.
Okay, so the wand of magic missile is, one second, I gotta do the discount.
I'm gonna use this wand on like the last shot of like the end game boss here,
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
right?
So that will be, and it sounds pricey, but it's still a good wand. That's gonna be 1,200 gold.
She nods, waits for the rest of the
Okay.
list.
And the wand of disguise elf. Okay, so that one is, you know, it's pretty situational. So that one is only going to be 100 gold.
She nods. Do you happen to have any wraps of unarmed prowess or another insignia of claws or anything similar?
We don't. I know we don't have another insignia of claws. What was the other one you asked?
Wraps of unarmed prowess?
Let's see. Actually, I think we do. Just a second. Let me just double check. And she's scrolling and tapping. Hold on one second. Yeah. Yeah, so we do actually. Those go for 1,100 gold. Oh, well, you'll get the discount, of course.
And what tier is that at?
The first. So that'll be 902.
And she'll nod.
Did you want those?
Yes, please.
Okay. So she'll pop down off of the the wands she'll go grab off the wall. We're on the wand wall. And then she'll go to that back room where she had gone in the past back here to grab the items. And then or the wraps, and she comes back up. She steps back up on the step stool and puts the wraps down on the counter. Anything else?
My only other thing I can think of now would be more a question.
Okay.
You might be able to help me cut through some of the marketing. Do you know who would be able to do truly ritualistic tattoos, dragon marks and the like here in town?
So, you'd need to find. There are some tattoo artists who have the right kind of ink and the right kind of magic. There are a couple of shops, and she'll jot down a couple of names of tattoo parlors for you and slide. It's on a sticky note. I'll send them to you in a message.
Perfect. Then, unless you have any more scrolls of enlarge reduce, I think that would be it.
Scroll. I do. I actually do have another scroll of enlarge reduce.
Sold.
The dice like you. Alright, so 1 second.
Tried to shop for the party.
Okay, so this one is going to be... So after the discount, it'll be 240 gold.
Wonderful. And then my total?
Your total will be 902 plus 2482. Yeah, really. These rich bastards.
Yep. So she's going to She'll pull out her card. I'm assuming Umi has the little square
she's got
machine.
the little,
So she's gonna go through and then she's gonna hit the tip button on there too. So I'm gonna make an even 3.
Oh, okay, that's nice. And it'll go like cha-ching, and she'll look down at it, and then she'll look over at Aegis too, and she'll say, "You all are just too generous. Thank you."
We kind of glances back. We enjoy your company.
Well, she, not like rudely, but she says, "The same to you," and she looks like straight at Aegis when she says it.
Yeah. So that was my shopping list. For the sake of brevity on things, that scroll's going to Marcus. The wraps of unarmed prowess are going to Bonkin, and both wands are going to Tempest.
Yeah.
The wand of disguise elf and
Yep,
the wand
and-
of magic missile.
Now that it's too late, I'm gonna point it out. We have one elf in this party. Think of that.
Well, it's. I'll have to look back that up again, but I think it's just like you disguise yourself as an elf. I think.
It says an elf. No, I think it says. Hold on, let me see.
We're gonna find out when somebody uses it.
Yeah, it's either disguise somebody as an elf, or you're
Where'd it
only
go?
able to disguise elves.
Elves as something else.
Disguises
Yeah.
the nearest elf
The nearest
as the wielder. So I would become Tempest.
You turn into Tempest.
Yes. Best
No.
3,000 I've ever spent.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that is great.
And just for the record, wand of disguise elf, not wand of disguise elf, but wand of disguise elf, summons a house elf. Original owner may be annoyed.
Disguise elf.
Dobby?
Disguise
Yeah,
elf.
I was about to say you literally summoned me.
And then
I think I like the next one down. The
yeah,
disguise elf.
summons an
Yeah.
elf that criticizes all male characters for 1d4 hours.
No, I like the
I
one
should have
before
gotten that.
I like the one before that because the moment that I summon a house elf, I am instantly giving him a sock.
Take this sock right now. Oh my gosh.
Stuff it into his hands. You take it. You take it.
But I am not putting any of those items in my inventory, so if you guys don't add it, your loss.
Just got it. Thank you.
All right, that was perfect timing too. So we'll go ahead and end here. I did not anticipate another full roleplay session. I'm so happy. I told Xavier, I'm
Here we
ready.
are. Yeah, she was like, I'm making all sorts of crazy shit. You guys got me fucked up. I'm gonna destroy you. And I was just like, well, we may destroy you yet, ma'am.
That sounds like me, doesn't it? That sounds like.
We
something
need a
I'd say.
few more roleplay sessions so I can level before we go and find the temporal anchor.
All right, let's. See.
I've given up on that because I have like I think 7,000 XP to go. So unless we get like 7 more.
Oh yeah, that's a while for me yet.
I'm
Let's see.
About 10,000?
Man,
So we
the-
just
yeah.
need 5 more months of only roleplay.
To be fair, level 11's not all
Yeah,
it's cracked up to be.
I guess we'll read after.
Say that for
Well, at least not for
yourself.
me. Yeah, that was just for me. I was like,
Yeah, I was about
"Yay."
to say that for
All right,
yourself.
guys, thank you for hanging out.
Coming from the
tonight.
sorcerer here that is only a sorcerer, I have 6 level spells now.
Oh shit,
Hey,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, that is.
you guys are gaining experience. Yeah.
Aegis, are you gonna give me the like coin purse of the pocket plane? Is that what it's called?
No, it was a portable hole. wasn't it?
Yes.
No, he switched
He,
it.
he has
Oh, did he?
full intention of going ahead and giving that to you. It would also already contain 8,000 gold in it.
Everybody's giving him all the money. He's spoiled little shit. All right,
Honestly, start giving me money.
guys, we're gonna go.
If
ahead
I level up
Thank you so
into
much for
into
hanging
warlock,
out
I get to talk to fish. I get to turn to Aquaman.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
happen to have some in my room.
I get.
Oh,
Dunk
shit,
my
you can
head in
talk
the
to the
water and
void
talk to my
fish.
fish.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to start writing
Oh,
things.
what do the void fish got to say about this?
fuck,
I
angry
need to
Can't
know
wait
what the
to find
Siamese
out.
fighting fish says.
All right, guys.
Wait to
At
find
We
out.
will see
No.
you
At
guys
level
soon.
11,
Thanks
I
for
can do
hanging
the
out.
spell storing item, which
We'll
I
see you
don't
on
need to have
Tuesday,
the spell
probably.
prepared in order to be able to store it in an item. So it's literally any spell that's first or second level from my list.
Super useful.
That
yeah.
is so potentially useful.
Shit.
Mermaid. If you
Is
cook
the
it.
coin purse of the pocket plane an actual item, or do I have to custom item it?
It's a custom item. It's one that I created years ago.
It's
I'm
a
just
turn
gonna
off your
change-
coin weight item.
Merm fruit.
Then I'm gonna just change this, my
Uncooked
safe
doesn't
at
do
home,
anything,
quote unquote, which
so we're gonna
already
eat
has
it?
all my gold and no coin in it, and just change it to coin purse the pocket plane, and then add the doesn't make.